Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to homecoming night at Paris High School's Tiger Field, where the Lawrenceville Indians will be taking on your Paris Tigers. Our concession stand is open for your enjoyment and is located on the north side of the school. Paris High School asks all fans, spectators, players, and coaches to please display good sportsmanship at all times during this interscholastic contest. We wish to remind everyone in attendance tonight that Paris High School's buildings and grounds are all drug-free facilities. Any use of alcohol, tobacco, or any other illicit drugs is strictly prohibited. Now entering the field for the pregame performance is your 2025 Marching Tigers under the direction of Dr. Kevin Pruitt, Assistant Director Jessica Hendrickson, Color Guard Instructors Zach and Haley Cassad, Percussion Technicians Jonathan Bourne, and Choreographer Carly Tessereau. This time we ask that you all please rise and remove your caps as the Marching Tigers, under the direction of drum majors Elizabeth Alexander and Adeline Trapp, honor our country with the playing of our national anthem. Tiger fans back on your feet. It's time for Paris Loyalty.
It's time for Paris Tiger Sports on the Paris Sports Network. Brought to you by First Farmers Bank, Ingram's Waste Disposal, Farm Credit Services, Templeton Funeral Home, Longview Bank, Chip and Bethany Keys at Seed Solutions, Terry Elliston State Farm Insurance, Stuart and Carroll Funeral Home, the Chrisman Farm Center, Country Financial, and our affiliate sponsors, Paul and Kathy Porter, Steve and Lynn Young, Greg and Sherry Henson, Will and Mary Lou Majors, White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning, and the Mary Lou Pine family.
Good evening, Paris Sports Network fans, and welcome to the Paris Tigers football game tonight as we are hosting Lawrenceville Indians. I'm Jim Blue with my partner tonight, Lenny Irwin. Lenny, it's been a long time.
It has been a while, Jim.
Good to be back in the seat here.
It
and
is.
call
Good
this
to have you
football
back.
Game. So hard to believe it's September, and we're looking at fall on Monday, I believe it is, and the combines are rolling out there, and it's here before we know it.
It is. That's for sure. And seems like we just finished up softball and baseball a couple weeks ago, and here we are 3-4 weeks into the football season already. So,
well, speaking of the weeks we're in, Paris Tigers are at 2-1 on the season so far this year. Lawrenceville 1-2. And I listened to part of the game last week that you and BJ called down at Marshall. Lenny, you want to give a little highlights of that? I know there weren't a whole lot of highlights, unfortunately, but maybe some keys of the game for tonight we could use from last week.
Well, we ran the ball relatively well. Carter Krippus, I had him unofficially 13 carries for 160 yards. I thought we got away from the passing game a little bit. I think we should have threw the ball maybe a little bit more because we had 3 touchdowns from Rogers to Rogers. That seems to be the connection this year. Braden to Dawson, and they connected on 3 touchdowns. So, and Brody Bishop, they had him wide open down the middle for like it's probably a 50, 60-yard just off his fingertips. But, the next play, they went right back to him with a little swing pass out into the flat, and Brody picked up another 17 yards on that play. So I think we need to utilize our passing game maybe just a little bit more than we have in the past.
Well, it seems we do have the guns there for it, and we got the receivers for it. So hopefully tonight they'll capitalize on that a little bit. So, again, coming into this evening's contest conference-wise, both teams are 0-1. So there's a little bit of pride playing for the Indians and Tigers both. And we'll see what happens here on this homecoming football game night.
Yep, it definitely is homecoming, and you always want to win your homecoming game just to kind of set the tone, set the attitude, and hopefully that'll happen tonight. So
it was good to hear the band out on the field tonight as they're all excited and lined up waiting for the football players to come out, the old Tiger down there. And a lot of folks here this evening. When I came in, I had to kind of fight the traffic to get a parking spot, Lenny.
Yeah, it's getting about that way for all the home football games anymore. And
that's a good thing.
And the Tigers even travel well on the road. I bet we had probably over 100 folks in the fans or in the stands down at Marshall. And Marshall done something last week that I'd never seen at a football game before. BJ and I were sitting in the press box, and, of course, we were having technical issues as usual. And the helicopter comes flying in and lands right out on like the 40-yard line. And we just thought, well, somebody fell out of the bleachers, somebody got hurt, somebody had a heart. We didn't know what was going on, but we knew it was the Air Med helicopter, and they were bringing in the game ball. So who would have thought?
That's a unique way to do that, huh?
Yeah, it was. So, but you never know what they expect down at Marshall.
Right.
So.
What was that final score last week, Lenny?
34-30. The Tigers just, we had chances. I mean, we even had the football there in the fourth quarter, and we scored a touchdown with 4:53 to go. Like I said, it was Rogers to Rogers for 37 yards, and the kick was good. That got us to within the 4 points, but we just had no answer for the big Giavoli kid.
Right.
I had him unofficially 31 carries for 204 yards. So
I bet he slept well that night.
I'll bet he did too, but he was definitely a big boy. They had a big line, and they created some holes, and we just had no answer for him. So.
One thing I noticed about the Tigers, again, when you see them live, it's a whole lot different seeing on the TV when you're watching at home. Our size has increased drastically over the last few years. We've got some big boys, Lenny.
We do. We got some guys that are.
And they're not seniors yet. Some of them are, but there's some younger guys that are just big, tough dudes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's always good to see when we got a football team in the program building like Coach Claude's done. And the success that he breeds with the football program kind of fosters off to all the other sports as well. And you start the season off with a good football year. That kind of just, okay, let's get the girls rolling for basketball, for volleyball, the boys for basketball. And, it just breeds success. It really does.
Yeah, we've been missing the Watson boy. He's went out, I think it was in the first game here at home against North Vermilion, kind of tweaked his knee, and I think he's been out a couple games. I'm not sure if he's still out tonight or not, but hopefully we'll get him back relatively soon because he was playing good that game. And like you said, we've got some big boys on the line. Sage Simpson, he's a junior. He's a big boy, 6 foot, 240. We got Logan Curl. He's let's see, what is Logan? 6'3", 280. He's a senior. Charlie Ford, he's always there in the middle of the line doing something. And Briar Good, Kurt Good's boy, he's out there at 6'1", 265. So, yeah, we've got some size on that line. If we just need to, I think we need to get a little tougher, maybe a little meaner.
Yeah, and that'll happen. That'll happen in time, I'm sure. So, well, hey, we got about 6 minutes before we have kickoff here, so we're going to take a quick break as we come back, and we'll have the Tigers here as they come out and wild the fan up a little bit. How's that, Sam? We'll get the bleachers a rocking.
Yeah, sounds good.
You're listening to Paris Sports Network, Paris Tiger Football.
With 2 convenient locations in Paris and Kansas, Templeton Funeral Home is always there providing the care and service you and your loved ones deserve. Pete, Mark, and the staff at Templeton Funeral Home would like to wish all the Tigers the best of luck this season. Go Tigers! Located at the Paris Airport, Seat Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics.
Welcome back to the Paris Sports Network. Again, we are at Tiger Stadium, Paris Tigers versus the Lawrenceville Indians. Our Tigers are just about to bust through that big balloon down there, and when they come out, I'm assuming we're going to have a big roar from the crowd.
Well, we should, yeah.
Yep. Lenny, a few keys to the game tonight. What do you think? What's going to help us be successful?
Well, I think we need to cut down on the penalties, for one, which last week wasn't terrible, but they took a touchdown away from us right the opening drive down. They said it was a tush push, which I don't know.
Yeah.
The way we run that tight wing T formation, I don't know how they could determine that we pushed him in, but that's what they claim. So they took that touchdown off the board. So, I mean, you give us that one back.
Right.
And we win the game. Yeah. So, but I think we just need to pound the ball like we've been doing, and I think we need to air it out a little bit more, and I think we'll be solid because, well, we put 30 points on the board last week. So.
Yep. That's nothing to sneeze at. So here come the Tigers, and the crowd goes wild as the Tigers come out carrying the American flag and the Tiger flags, and the team's just hustling right out. Cheerleaders are all excited. Band's all excited. That's fun stuff to see.
Yeah, it is. High school football at its best.
You better believe. I do believe I heard Jeff say that Lawrenceville deferred, if I remember correctly, so we'll...
Yeah, I missed that part this evening. Usually
think
I
that's
kind
what
of
he
catch
said.
the coin toss and stuff, but
Yeah. Coach Claude has his boys all over here and in a big circle huddle talking to them. Again, our coaching staff, Coach Claude Filler, head coach, assistants Dan Dundas, Caleb Gates, Jordan Keys, and Mike Curl take the realm for the Paris Tigers. Referee crew all out there set up and ready to go. I'm sure they've got plenty of water set up for them this evening on this warm night. You know, unseasonably warm. This weather has just been crazy.
it has been. And it's been so dry. We need some rain.
We do.
And they talk like maybe late tomorrow night, Sunday, Monday. I think they're calling for a chance of showers every day next week, but I don't know if that'll happen or not. But
Well, like we said, we know a lot of guys are out in the combine. They may have taken a break tonight with a chance of rain and that moisture falling from the air, the humidity maybe just a little bit, and toughen those beans up where they can actually hop on and listen to the Paris Sports Network and catch this game if they're not here this evening. So we'll see what happens. All right, again, our players are out there. We got about 2 minutes. We're going to take one more break before we come back to action. You're listening to the Paris Sports Network, Paris Tiger Football.
Since 1950, Ingram's Waste Disposal has proudly served Edgar and Clark County with residential and commercial trash pickup, commercial compactor services, roll-off service, and mini roll-off services. Stop by 501 Grandview Street in Paris or call 217-465-3335.
If you're looking for agricultural, business, or personal loans, Longview Bank has you covered. They can even help you out with investment options and online banking. At Longview Bank, they're always ready with the services you need. Visit them online at longviewbank.com.
Welcome back to Paris Tiger football as we are set for kickoff here as we get this first quarter underway. 12 minutes on the clock. Lawrenceville lining up as they are just about ready to boot this thing. We have some action going. Our referees tonight, Dane Severato, Josh Lewis, Tim Rebello, line judge, Dave Steele, and back judge Vince Cunningham. Again, we're set for kickoff. And we are underway. Nice deep kick to the Tigers. Reception made, and here we come. Nice hole up the middle.
Right
He's
up
up
the
to
middle,
the 50-yard
yeah.
line. Great return. Great return for a first down in Lawrenceville territory. Boy, Laney, I'd say that's what, a 30-yard return maybe?
I'm guessing because it looked like he caught it right about the 10-yard
Yeah.
line, so that's what I'm giving him.
Maybe a 40. We're at the 50. So
Yeah, up to that's what I'm giving him,
right
40
at the 50.
yards.
All right. Braden Rogers under center. Man in motion. That's Rogers. Handoff up the right side. He gets to the 38-yard line, it looks.
That's Krippus.
Nice run by Carter there. 6 foot, 170-pound senior. First and 10 for the Paris Tigers. Nice hole made by the line right there to get Carter through that. First and 10 on the 39. Rogers takes the snap. He hands off to Dawson Rogers, who gets up the left side.
I
with
think he got
another-
a first down as
another
well.
big pickup.
If not, it's going to be real close. Yeah, they only gave him 9.
Second down, a yard to go. Tigers moved the ball really well in this first quarter on the first possession for him.
That's the way we did down at Marshall. We took it right down. It was like first and goal from the 2, and then they said we pushed it across and took
Another
the touchdown
handoff
away
for the
from
first
us.
down and some extra. If ball's come loose, Lenny, they're going to say he's down or not. They're going to give the fumble. Recovered by Lawrenceville. I'd like to see instant replay on that.
That was Blair with the carry that time, wasn't it, Eli?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. He picked up about 4 on the carry, though, before he lost the ball. But
Well, first and 10 for Lawrenceville going the other way. Let's see how the Tiger defense responds here. Play clock down to 16. There's a snap. Up the middle handoff. Tigers wrap him up after he gains a few yards. Second and 4.
okay, I missed who carried that ball. They said so.
High snap to Lawrenceville. Another handoff up this left side. Nice tackle by the Tigers as Vitale wraps him up and drops him. Just short of the first down. See if Tigers get a big stop here.
That would be nice to go 3 and out after you commit a turnover.
Right. Lone back with the quarterback for Lawrenceville. Snap comes. He's looking for a pass. Sees the receiver down, first down, caught, and extra yards taken. Nice poke by the Tigers to get him at about the 45, but first down for Lawrenceville. Cessna, the receiver.
Yeah, he's
for
a
Lawrenceville.
receiver, running back, both. He does it all. So.
Well, Tigers can regroup here and try to get another stop. Snap back and a handoff up the middle, but he's kind of stopped and pushed. Well, he's still on his feet, but Tigers just push him back. Get some forward progress there where he stops. Maybe gained a couple inches, Lenny.
Yeah, they said 1.
Yeah.
That's pretty generous.
Yeah, that's kind of generous. But 2nd and 9, 8:46 on the clock in this first quarter of play.
Old-fashioned football, though. Lawrenceville's in the all-white.
Yep.
Paris is in the all-black.
Right.
You don't see that too much anymore.
Not at all. All these fancy colors they got nowadays. So snap back, blitz coming in. Pass to Lawrenceville, out of bounds. No catch, no chance for a play. Good defense for the Tigers as that blitz came in.
That blitz and kind of pushed him out of the pocket in a hurry, and he rolled out to his left, and that's kind of hard to make the pass when you're right-handed and you're rolling left.
Yep.
And
brings up 3rd and 9 for Lawrenceville. On about the 46, I guess. 3 receivers, 1 lone back. There's a snap, looking for a pass. Hits him again.
Oh, man, he's wide out.
Almost the same play, Lenny.
Yeah, he's wide open. Somebody's not covering that guy out there.
Another first down. Moorhead catches that one. Chain gain moves and sets up for another snap here by Lawrenceville. Yeah, that Moorhead, you can tell he's a pretty good player. 6 foot, 175-pound junior. Long snap. Sweep, fumbles, ball's on the ground. He falls on it for a loss of yards. I think the bad snap messed that pitch off to the right. Ends up a loss of yardage for Lawrenceville. It's going to be 2nd and 14. We'll take a loss of 4. That's fine.
Yep.
Tigers defense changing up. Here comes that blitz again. Oh, we're going to get a false start, I think, Lenny. It looked like.
They say we jump, so that give them the 5 back.
Yeah, that's right. I was hoping that false start. Well, we talked about penalties and the keys of the game, and first one on the Tigers. Let's see if that can be the last one for a while. 7:13 on the clock. 2nd and 9. Man in motion for Lawrenceville.
That's Cessna.
He
He's
comes
out here in the
around.
flat.
Tiger defense
Oh,
swarms
they
him,
got
and they're
him.
going to get a sack as they bring him down. Back at about the 49. Great defensive set by the Tigers. That blitz came again. And our guys got right through that line of Lawrenceville.
Well, now it's going to bring up 3rd and 14 again.
Lawrenceville looking over the sideline for this play as they're getting set. Looks like we got a few receivers on the right side, one on the left side. Now we're switching things up. There's the snap. Going to be a pass. Long pass down the right side. And nobody home. So we'll get a 4th down coming up for Lawrenceville. Good coverage by Hutch down there for the Tigers. I guess it makes me old. I've said the Hutchings name for several years now, Lenny. So
Yeah. Well, there's been several of them come through the
good
program.
Solid players, that's right. All right, Lawrenceville set up for a punt here. Tigers back. .603, 4th and 15. High snap. Nice recovery. Good boot off to the right side. Takes a Lawrenceville bounce, and the ball's going to be dead.
Yep, no return. So.
All right, 1st and 10 Tigers. Got a long way to go. We made up some good real estate last time. Let's hold on the ball and punch it in the end zone. I like the way that sounds.
That sounds good, yeah. Looks like they are going to set it right on the 15, so.
Tigers set up on the offensive set. Nice little trick play up the middle. Maybe 5 yards as Krippus gets up. Bring up 2nd and 5 for the Tigers. Tigers heading south on our Tiger Stadium towards the big scoreboard. Play call comes in. Krippus comes back, gets a snap. He sees another hole, comes around the right side, and a nice big hole. Good spin move, and he's still on his feet, Lenny. And he finally gets thrown down by 3 Lawrenceville Indians. Big first down. Nice game for the Tigers.
17 yards by my stats.
1st and 10 on the 37. That offensive line stacked in tight for the Tigers. Ball back on the snap to
Dawson
the left
this
side.
time.
Dawson with a nice gain. Second down and 5. Still in this first quarter of action. 4:26 to go. You feel like something big's about to happen.
Yeah,
Lenny.
you
You just can feel it, either a breakaway or a pass or something. You can kind of feel it in the air here.
That's the way it was down at Marshall last week. It's like we dominated that first half, and we've still barely ahead at halftime. And then it was all Marshall's second half. So
Snap back, little pitch. As Vitale comes around, he gets a few yards. He gets the first down, I think. We'll take it. 1st and 10 for Paris. Just about at midfield. That gets the band pumped up and the students pumped up a little bit. See what we can get coming up here this time. Tigers still have that line packed in really tight. Snap under center, nice handoff. Up the
Right
left
up
side,
the
right
middle.
here he goes, and he breaks away and gets to about the 34-yard line. Dawson Rogers with a big first down for the Tigers. Great trick play right there.
yeah,
Handoff looked perfect for that.
got 17 on that. Just gave it to the first guy through, and Lawrenceville was expecting the second guy.
Yes. Tigers lined up for another run here. There's a snap, handoff, right side, comes around, gets to the 30 and a few more, and he gets pushed back. Lawrenceville throws him down. We'll get some forward progress there. Krippus with a nice gain. I smell rain, Lenny. Bring it on.
Yeah, we could use it for sure. I know the farmers probably wouldn't care either if
Right,
it
little break.
put a little moisture back in the
Yep.
stuff, so the test weights would be a little higher.
2nd and 6. Snap, double handoff. Back to Dawson Rogers. He breaks up the left side for another big hole with another Tiger first down. Gets some nice yardage here on these run plays for Paris in this first quarter of play. Score still 0-0, 2:19 on the clock. 1st and 10 for the Tigers on the 19.
Well, we're pretty consistent. I've got Dawson Rogers 4 carries for 42. Carter Krippus 5 carries for 43. So that's pretty balanced.
That's pretty balanced. That's right. There's a snap back up the middle again, and Krippus gets a few yards. We'll take it.
Krippus on the carry once again for the Tigers. He'll pick up 5 more. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 5. Tigers can still get a first down. And then we're going to go for the goal line.
Yep. Dawson comes over to the sideline and gets the call from Coach Claude.
.12 on the play clock. Here comes the snap. Man in motion. Nice handoff again. So we get to Dawson Rogers, and he gets some nice yardage. And I think he's got the first down.
Dawson Rogers inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal, Tigers.
1st and goal for the Paris Tigers. 1:08 on the clock here. Let's get a touchdown this first quarter. Again, great job for the Tigers just running up the gut. That's all they're doing.
Yeah, that's the way we started out the last drive, and then until we made the fumble.
49 seconds here in the first quarter of play. Tigers up to the line.
Shotgun this time.
Yep. Handoff comes around the right side. He's going to get in there, Lenny. Oh, horse collar, but he made it in before I think he pulled his hands off. Touchdown, Paris Tigers. Carter Krippus walks it in to get us on the scoreboard with 33 seconds left in this first quarter. The band's wound, the fans are wound. Nice job by the Tigers. We will take it. Setting up for the PAT here.
He's been doing the kicking.
Rigdon back, kick up, and it's off to the left. That's no good. Makes our score 6-0. 32 seconds left in. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Paris Tiger Football on the Paris Sports.
Terry Elliston has been your good neighbor State Farm agent since 1981. They focus on auto, home, life, farm, and business insurance, along with financial products throughout Paris and the surrounding areas. Their mission is to put the interest of others ahead of their own. They're committed to doing whatever is needed to meet their customers' needs and to truly be a good neighbor by serving the community in which they work and live. Call State Farm for a free auto insurance quote at 465-8548.
Get set for a kickoff here. A lot of yardage there, Lenny.
It was 85-yard drive.
We'll take it, and every one of them was a run. Every yard was a run. So.
Yep.
Rigdon set to kick it off for the Tigers. Here comes the kick. Nice deep kick up the middle. Received by Lawrenceville. It's a fumble. And Lawrenceville jumps back on top of it, barely. As Bradford was on his horse down there.
Kipton was down there.
He was getting down there. All right, Tiger defense back out here now as we get ready to tell this first quarter good night. Again, Tigers on top 6-0. Lawrenceville with the ball, 1st and 10 on the 25. Thanks for tuning in to our YouTube channel for the Paris Sports Network. We appreciate that. Hit that like button on there if you would, as you enjoy the broadcast tonight of a homecoming for Paris Tigers. There's a snap for Lawrenceville.
He
Ball
faked
around
the
the right
pitch, kept
side.
it, rolling out. Oh!
Oh.
Did he catch it?
Nice
Yeah.
catch
Yeah.
by Lawrenceville at the 45. Gossett catches that. Number 32, a 5'10 junior. He jumped up. Tigers were right there, just over our hand as we jumped for that, and Gossett comes down with a good catch. Big play for Lawrenceville. 1st and 10 on the 45 now. 20-yard play. Snap, man in motion. We're going to get a whistle blown. That's going to end the first quarter. Snap was not off in time. That's the end of the first quarter, 6-0. Paris Tigers on top on this homecoming night at Paris Tiger Stadium. You're listening to the Paris Sports Network.
White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning have been your hometown boys for over 50 years, offering 23.5-hour service. That's right, they need a half hour for coffee. Call John at 217-465-3195.
Welcome back to Paris Tiger football. Here we are, Lawrenceville, with the snap. 1st and 10 at the 45. Another pass coming. Tiger rush coming in.
Oh,
gonna be a
face mask
right
yeah,
there.
Yep. Maybe a hold on them.
Right.
So
There's
might be
another
offsetting.
flag come in.
Might be offsetting penalties. So we'll see how they sort this out.
You can see that hand come up and just turn
Yeah.
his head, unfortunately, right there.
I'm thinking they held us first in the
Yeah.
backfield, but
Be a 10-yard and a 15-yard offset to 5. Who knows how they're going to do it? So flip a coin on this one, I guess. Refs are talking, trying to decide what the best option is here. Still a discussion. Still a discussion, Lenny. Now he's going to get the play call here for us. Going to get the holding
against
on
them. Yeah,
Lawrenceville.
that'll be 10.
And personal
foul
face
against
mask
us.
on Tigers. That should be 15. Another hold on Lawrenceville.
Well, how come they marked everything off against them or against us?
Okay. 1st and 10 for Lawrenceville with a horse collar call. So get Lawrenceville the ball on the 40-yard line. A lot of yards given up on that penalty there. Coach Claude getting some clarification on that from the referee.
Yeah, I didn't quite understand that, but
Two holds, a face mask, and a horse collar is, I think, what it was.
but the whole 15 yards all went against us.
Right.
So something don't add up there.
All right, here we go back to action. 11:49 in this first half.
He
Snap
moved,
comes
yeah.
Lawrenceville. There's a false start. Good call, Lenny. You're all over that. Get you some stripes, man. We're going to get 5 of those back. All right, that puts us back at the 45 for Lawrenceville. 1st and 15. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. It's going to be another pass. Here comes the Tigers.
Oh,
and
they're
they're going
all
to get him
over.
again.
Yeah, they got him.
He's down and out. And there's a
what's
flag
the flag
in there.
for now?
Charlie Ford with a big tackle for the Tigers. Like he's got a leg cramp, maybe. Maybe he stomped too hard there.
Maybe. Dylan Flores comes in to replace him.
Well, we're going to get this penalty. I don't like where that flag was thrown. I'm afraid it's going to be against us. You get a personal foul, face mask on the Tigers.
Tigers again. So that'll be another.
Interesting where that flag came from. And kind of like the referee in basketball making a call at half court down underneath the basket.
Yeah.
But I won't go anywhere with that. So just kind of felt that way. So another 15-yard penalty moves Lawrenceville up to the 30. First down. 11:28 in this first half of play. That one hurt.
That one did hurt, yes.
Snap, handoff, up the gut. Breaks through the hole. He's around the left side. Tigers knock him down.
That was Moorhead, and
big run. First and goal for Lawrenceville.
See where they spotted at exactly. Looks like it's going to be about the 9, maybe.
I think you're right, Lenny.
It's inside the 10.
Yeah, inside the 10. Yeah, we're on the 9, so. All right, Tiger defense needs to get a big stand here. The crowd's trying to get him rolling. First and 10 on the 9. First and goal. Here comes the snap. Hole up the center on the left side. He gets up, not inside. Tigers stop him right before the goal line. As Moorhead gets 8. So it should be second and goal, but they're on the 1-yard line, I believe. Maybe the 2-yard line. At the 2, yeah. Appreciate Mr. Brinkley helping us out up here, Lenny. He's done a great job.
We
Giving
need
us
a
some
lot of
hand
help.
signals, and
Especially come basketball
maybe you can pick
season.
that pizza up later on for us, too.
There you go.
All right, here comes the snap. Crowd's getting loud for the Tigers. The play is being changed up just a little bit. 4 seconds, they're going to have to get a timeout as the clock was ticking down.
They did take a timeout,
first half. I don't think the quarterback liked what the coach called in there and was changing it up. And this actually gives Coach Claude a nice opportunity to pump our defense up and get a goal line stop here. Again, first quarter of play, Tigers come up with a touchdown. Second quarter, penalties are just killing us right here.
They are.
We got, what, 30 yards of penalties and so far, Lenny?
35.
35
3 penalties
yards.
for 35 yards.
Yeah, that's that hurts. Again, first and goal for Lawrenceville when they come back out of this timeout. Tigers are headed back out for their goal line stance here. See how that push-tush play comes in. Maybe they'll get a call on that like we did last week, right?
Yeah, I think we got ripped on that.
Second goal. There's a snap up the middle. Going to be a touchdown for Lawrenceville. As number 28 gets in there. Moorhead just walks in, unfortunately. Make our score 6-6. Lawrenceville setting up for the PAT here. .05 in the second half of action. The band's just a screaming and hollering. Try to get a little decoy here. Snap, bumbled. It's up. Nice recovery.
It's good.
And it's good. Nice recovery by the
placeholder
there as we get a touchdown. That leads our score 7 to Lawrenceville, 6 to Tigers. We're going to take a quick break. You're listening to Paris Tiger Football on the Paris Sports Network.
Make plans to attend Lake Ridge Christian Church this Sunday, either for their traditional service at 8 a.m. or their contemporary service at 10:30 a.m. There's something for everyone at Lake Ridge, from infants to the more seasoned generation. Visit their website at lakeridgechurch.org or find them on Facebook to watch their service each Sunday morning at 10:30. The Paris Sports Network would like to thank our affiliate sponsors, Paul and Kathy Porter, Steve and Lynn Young, Greg and Sherry Henson, Will and Mary Ann Majors, White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning, and the Mary Lou Pine family.
Welcome back to the Paris Sports Network. Our homecoming score, Lawrenceville 7, Tigers 6, as we are set for a kickoff by Lawrenceville here. Let's run this baby back. There's the nice kick, nice deep kick. Taken at the 10-yard line. He comes up the right side with the hole, and he's going to be drugged down about the 35. I think that was Hutchings. Nice return for Hutchings. 9:56, 1st and 10 on the 35 for Tigers. All right, let's see what happens here. We do have a player being taken off with the medical cart over there, Lenny, for Lawrenceville.
Oh, wow. I hadn't noticed that.
I hadn't either. Our spotter behind us did. Nice job, Mr. Brinkley. There's a snap.
Uh-oh.
Pitch back. Nobody's there.
That's terrible.
Ball's on the ground, and luckily the Tigers get back there and fall on it. As Rogers saw the ball just bouncing. Great feet by Dawson to get back there.
Yes, it was.
Big loss of yards for the Tigers. It's a heart stopper there almost.
Yeah, it was.
Just a bumbled snap.
I'm not sure who gets a minus yardage on that either. I suppose be Braden. He's the one that tossed it. So.
Right. All right, Tigers reconvene here and try to come back for a different play here to get some positive instead of negative yards. There's a snap, fake handoff. Hey, we got a pass coming, Lenny. Being chased off the right side of the pocket. Now he's out of the pocket, sees a hole, he runs up. Oh, big hit.
He got hit. Yes, he did.
Rogers got stood up right there, but he still gets some yards after that. Gets us almost back up to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 14, it looks like. Lined up for our first pass play of the night. And luckily, Rogers saw that hole to the right side as he took off. Good coverage by Lawrenceville on our receivers. Tigers looking for that play call coming in. And let's see what we can do here. Again, 2nd and 15, hoping for a pass play.
Yeah, as I say, the yardage marker's wrong. It says third.
You're right. It is. I think it is third down. There's a pass play. Oh, just inside of the receiver, almost picked off. Could come up with a tally on that one. Nothing there for the Tigers. That should bring us up for a punt, first punt of the game. Puts 2 receivers back for Lawrenceville. Rigdon set back to punt for us.
I think Hutchings does the punting, I think.
Okay.
I'm not 100% on that, but I think it is. Maddox.
I think you're right. Nice deep punt. Good one. Takes a little bit of a Tiger roll. Nice Tiger roll there. At the 33-yard line.
Now what's a flag for? That was way late.
Yeah, that was, and that was right in the midst of some of our players after the play was already blown dead. We'll see what happens here on this one. I would say it might be getting a little chippy down there with the players back and forth with one another. After the play,
personal foul against us. Man, somebody's got to control their emotions a little bit.
Lenny. Another 15 yards.
That's
Coach Claude
killing
not
us.
happy. That sure is.
That's killing us.
I believe that's 50 yards of penalties.
It is 50 yards of penalties.
Wow. That's big. All right, Tigers set up defense here. Try to get a stop on Lawrenceville. Going to be another pass play. Hits his receiver, but the ball goes on the ground as he tried to hit number 2, Gossett, and could not come up with it. He's second down for Lawrenceville. All right, this Tiger line needs to really pick it up a little bit here. Second down. Here comes the snap. 2 receivers to the right. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. He breaks a couple tackles, gets the first down, thrown back, but he does get that first down. Again, that's number 28,
That's
Moorhead.
Moorhead, yeah.
The big run, first down. As that moves the chains. Like Drew Kirby warming up down there a little bit for the Tigers on the sideline as they're passing some. Maybe just keep his arm loose just in case. Snap back for Lawrenceville. Going to be another pass. Long, deep pass. Picked off by the Tigers. Did he hold on to it? I think he did. Interception for Paris. We will take it. Nice
Was that
job.
Bradford?
Yes.
Was it Bradford? No,
Is that right?
I don't think so. I think it was Hutchings. 12, I think.
Okay. We will take that. Nice
Marcus
job of the
Hutchings,
Tigers.
I think.
Big interception. 1st and 10 on the 11-yard line. Tigers got a lot of ground to make up, but we'll see if Coach Claude gets a play called in there that he wants to break this thing open and get down to the goal line. All right. 7:13 left in this first half of action on homecoming night. There's a snap. Handoff. Comes up the left side with a little bit of hole. First down, a little bit more. Dawson Rogers picks up that first down. First and 10 for Paris as Chain Gaines moves and gets set up. Ball on the 21. That line in really tight again for the Tigers. There's a snap. Handoff again, up the left side, around the corner. Met by a whole mess of Indians. Forward progress should give him maybe 4 yards.
We'll take that.
Yep.
Keep the ball moving, positive yards. So
6:11 left in this first half of action. Drew Kirby bringing the play in for Paris. Number 21, 5'11", 145-pound sophomore.
is he doing the quarterbacking now?
I think he might be. Nice handoff coming to the left side. As we have Rogers coming, he gets to the sideline, makes a nice play. Another first down for the Tigers. I think Drew Kirby's quarterbacking right now, Lenny. He's over talking to coach as the ball's on this side for the hash marks. Tigers setting up a play. Get another big one here. 5:39 left. First and 10 for the Tigers on the 38. Lawrenceville with a couple deep guys. Now they come up a little bit more, try to bring that rush in. Double handoff up the left side. Maybe a gain of 1 or 2. Dawson Rogers with that one. Second down. Lawrenceville's catching on to that double handoff, Lenny.
Yeah, they are.
All right. Ball in the 39. Here we go. Kirby back.
Oh, they jumped.
Offsides. Actually, two of them jumped.
Hopefully we didn't move.
And ball goes 5 yards to the positive for the Tigers. We will take it. Ball at the 44. .4:57 left, first half of action. Again on this homecoming night for the Tigers.
That makes it a lot better.
Yeah, it does.
2nd and 4 now as
Yep.
opposed to 2nd and 8.
You bet. There's a snap to Kirby, handoff right side
Krippus
as he gets,
spins through the hole.
I think, first down, a little
Yeah.
extra yardage. We will take it. Nice sheer muscle there by Krippus as he gets up to the first down line and gains about 3 more yards. So excellent feet on his part. Yeah, good run by Carter there. 6-foot senior for the Tigers. Play coming in with Kirby. Kirby deep on this one, shotgun. Snap back, handoff.
Whoa, Dawson nowhere.
Number 5, Zach Coffey for Lawrenceville. Came in untouched. Tackle for a loss of yards. I think there may have been a missed assignment on that right side.
Somebody missed somebody for
Yeah.
sure.
Yep. .330 left in the first half of action. Okay, here come the Tigers at the line of scrimmage. Kirby back in the shotgun again. I think we may have a false start.
False start against the
Yep.
Tigers. 5-yard penalty will remain second down.
And back us up 5 more, Lenny.
Not good. We're going the wrong way.
Yep. Three minutes, 12 seconds in this first half of action. All right. Tigers come up line of scrimmage. Kirby back in that shotgun again. There's a snap, handoff. Krippus gets it. He goes around the right side, sees a hole.
Big
back
hole.
To line of scrimmage.
Big
and
hole.
More. He's definite first down and some more yardage as he gets up to about the 26, it looks like. Nice run by Carter to that right side. 1st and 10. Carter kind of dancing his way in and out of that tackler there and just turned the wheels on, and we'll take it. 1st and 10 on the 27, 2:30 left in this first half of action. Snap back to Kirby, handoff coming to the left side. Another hole, here he goes. Nice move. Oh, he's still on his feet and dives
almost.
forward.
Dawson Rogers that time.
Dawson with a big pickup for the Tigers. Another first down for Paris. Run it left, run it right. How about up the middle now? 2 minutes on the play clock. Again, our score is 7-6. Lawrenceville on top. Snap back to Kirby. Handoff.
Krippus.
Nice hole for Krippus. Is he going to get close to the goal line?
Yeah,
And they
the
get him
far
in.
side official said he's in.
It
so-
took a while for that call, but we'll take it. I think our players knew it before the officials did. So touchdown for the Tigers. 7-12 is our score. Let's see if we line up for 2 here or go for the PAT.
I'd say we go for 2, but I don't know. I could be wrong.
Well, Kirby's coming back in. I think you're right, Lenny. All right, Tigers get up to this goal line, and let's try to knock it in for 2 points on this conversion here. Snap back, handoff, ball on the ground. Comes out, no conversion. Lead makes our score 12-7, 1:44 left in this first half of play. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Paris Tiger Football on the Paris Sports Network.
With 2 convenient locations in Paris and Kansas, Templeton Funeral Home is always there providing the care and service you and your loved ones deserve. Pete, Mark, and the staff at Templeton Funeral Home would like to wish all the Tigers the best of luck this season. Go Tigers!
Welcome back to Tiger Stadium as we're minute 44 left in this first half of action. Tigers going to kick off to Lawrenceville. Nice touchdown play by the Tigers, just running it right up the gut. Rigdon back for the kickoff. Nice boot down the middle. Caught this time by Lawrenceville as they come up the center of the football field. And he breaks 2 or 3 tackles, but the Tigers finally wrap him up and knock him back. Nice return for Lawrenceville, but
yeah, it was.
Luckily our defense made a good play. Wrapped him up, stopped him. We have 1:35 left in this first half of action. All right, let's see what our defense can do here. Lawrenceville with 2 receivers on the left side, 2 on the right side. 1 lone back with a quarterback. Man in motion now. There's a handoff for the second guy. Tigers.
Oh, he breaks through. That's Moorhead.
He does break through, and he gets a big hole. Luckily, one of the Tigers had a hold of his jersey and helped slow him down a little bit. But if not, I think he'd been gone, Lenny.
He was working on it.
Big run by Lawrenceville. Ball on the 41-yard line of the Tigers. Big deep snap. Quarterback back, sees a, picked off, but there's a flag on the play. We got to pick off, and we're going to run her back. Look at this go, Lenny. Breaking down the left side of the sideline, pulled down to 20, but a flag back here. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping that's a hold.
Well, where they threw it, you would think it would be against Lawrenceville.
Right. Chain gain's moving. That's a good sign. Got a holding call just like we anticipated. Offsetting penalties. Okay. We'll take it, so we get the ball.
That was Maddox Hutchings that time with the
Yes.
interception.
Jumped on his horse and got some yards on that. We'll take it, too. All right. 1 minute left in this first half of action. 12-7. Ball on the 20-yard line. Kirby comes in. As we get something rolling here. Snap, handoff, up the middle. Rogers, he picked up a few. A little time management here, see what happens. Gain of 2, second 8. .37 seconds now. Snap back to Kirby. Handoff. Krippus goes around the right side. Makes a nice little breakaway.
There's a flag.
Yeah. I'm not sure what the flag would be over there.
Unless one of our interior guys was holding.
Maybe. We'll see what the referee calls here. Again, 23 seconds left. Yep.
Oh, man.
That one hurts. Illegal block in the back.
How much?
It's
5
gonna be a
yards?
5
Okay.
yard. Not as bad as I thought. Okay, that backs us up. 23 seconds now. Second down. We replay that one. Looks like the ball on the 21. Snap back to Kirby. Deep pass. What do we got here, Lenny? How about a flag there? Nothing called. Good pass down there as he tried to hit Krippus. Decent coverage, but a lot of hands going on. I'll bring up third down. I like the play call. I like the aggressive play call. Let's do that again. All right, Kirby comes back in this time with a big call from coach. 18 seconds, 3rd and 10, ball on the 20. Again, the score 12-7. Tigers on top with this homecoming.
Maybe look for Bishop this time. Brody's a big kid, too.
Little height, yep.
Yeah, he's 6'3".
There's a snap, handoff, double handoff. Comes up the middle. Look at this, Lenny. He's going to be knocked down about the 5. 11 seconds. We'll take that first down. Nice. Timeout for the Tigers. We'll leave it right here as we get ready to celebrate a touchdown coming up here. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it. We'll see what happens. Double handoff worked well that time as Lawrenceville didn't even see it. As the second handoff came through, they followed the guy on the right side. And Tigers just pulled a great play and almost got in the end zone. So close. Again, our score is 12-7. 11 seconds left in this first half of action. Ball on the 5-yard line. You know, even with all the penalties, Lenny, we got a little excitement going on here.
Yeah, we do.
On our homecoming night here for Paris Tiger football. Great crowd on hand. Band's having a great time down there, playing all their music and dancing around, and cheerleaders doing their thing. It's fun to see all this excitement here.
Punch one more in before half, too, because we got to kick off to them to start the second half.
Right.
So.
All right, Lawrenceville heads back to the other line of scrimmage. Here come the Tigers. A little spring in their step. I like the way they're moving. Coach is telling him when he wants a timeout. Coach telling the referee on the line judge. Okay. Tigers line up for the snap. Here it comes. Kirby gets the ball, handoff. Up the middle. He's going to be stopped. Coach gets a quick timeout. 3 seconds left to go.
No game.
We have 3 seconds left in the first half of action. Hey, just for all your curiosity's sakes, Robinson playing Casey tonight at Robinson. The score's 7-9. Casey on top.
Wow, that's
interesting.
That is interesting.
All right, this timeout by coach is going to try to set another play up as we're 2nd and 3 with 3 seconds left. So, Lenny, do you go for the field goal or are you going to try to punch it in? What do you think? I say punch it in.
Yeah. Be aggressive, yeah.
I say be aggressive. Punch it in.
Punch it in.
Coach Claude telling all the boys what he needs, what he wants out of them, and see if they can produce that.
Yeah, because that last extra point, or that first extra point we tried to kick was kind of wild. So.
Yep. All right, Coach Claude's still talking to the boys. Going to be a good play.
I say quarterback keep. We haven't run that yet tonight. Fake that double handoff and let Kirby keep it himself and roll it because nobody's really covering him after he hands it off. I think it will work.
Well, we're lined up here. Snap coming. Kirby gets it. He keeps it. Pass inside. Oh, just over his head. And that's going to let time expire. Decent play call. Just couldn't make it happen for that touchdown. That's going to make our score 12-7 at this halftime. You're listening to Paris Tiger Football on the Paris Sports Network.
Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics. Since 1950, Ingram's Waste Disposal has proudly served Edgar and Clark County with residential and commercial trash pickup, commercial compactor services, roll-off service, and mini roll-off services. Stop by 501 Grandview Street in Paris or call 217-465-3335.
If you're looking for agricultural, business, or personal loans, Longview Bank has you covered. They can even help you out with investment options and online banking. At Longview Bank, they're always ready with the services you need. Visit them online at longviewbank.com.
Terry Elliston has been your good neighbor State Farm agent since 1981. They focus on auto, home, life, farm, and business insurance, along with financial products throughout Paris and the surrounding areas. Their mission is to put the interest of others ahead of their own. They're committed to doing whatever is needed to meet their customers' needs and to truly be a good neighbor by serving the community in which they work and live. Call State Farm for a free auto insurance quote at 465-8548. Farming is more than an occupation, it's a way of life. So when you want to protect your farm, it goes a lot deeper than protecting your crops, buildings, and machinery. You can't trust your farm protection to just anyone. You want an insurance company with decades of experience like Country Financial. We may have insured your parents' farm, or even your grandparents' farm. So let us put 80 years of experience to use for you. Find out more about achieving financial security and farm insurance from your Edgar County financial representatives Dan Phipps, Mark Gladding, and Jim Blue. Make plans to attend Lake Ridge Christian Church this Sunday, either for their traditional service at 8 a.m. or their contemporary service at 10:30 a.m. There's something for everyone at Lake Ridge, from infants to the more seasoned generation. Visit their website at lakeridgechurch.org or find them on Facebook to watch their service each Sunday morning at 10:30. The Paris Sports Network would like to thank our affiliate sponsors, Paul and Kathy Porter, Steve and Lynn Young, Greg and Sherry Henson, Will and Mary Ann Majors, White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning, and the Mary Lou Pine family.
Let's hear it for your 2025 Paris High School homecoming court. The student body at Paris High School has voted this week, and the first attendant to the homecoming queen, our first attendant is Kylie Edwards. And our first attendant to the homecoming king, first attendant Braden Rogers. It is now time to crown the 2025 homecoming queen and king, and we would like to welcome back last year's homecoming royalty, Gracie Watson and Graham Templeton, for the coronation. Your 2025 homecoming queen, Elizabeth Alexander. And your 2025 homecoming king, Drew Templeton.
Welcome back to Paris Tiger Homecoming.
Drew is being crowned by his brother, Graham Templeton.
King and Queen
The final of the Templeton brothers to wear the homecoming king
Elizabeth
crown.
Alexander, as she's homecoming queen.
Congratulations to again our homecoming queen, Elizabeth Alexander, and homecoming king, Drew Templeton.
Thank you, Gracie Watson and Graham Templeton, for coming back to crown the king and queen. So real quick, our freshman attendants, Maddox Adams and Marcus Hutchings, Helly Barrett, and Gentry Simpson.
Congratulations and thank you, homecoming court.
Sophomores are Elena Barksley and Ty Rhodes, Sadie Salee and Briar Good, Maddie Slavin and Benton Wilson. Our junior attendants, Cadence Evelyn and Carter Cochran, Alexis Lawson and Shane White, Rory Schottmeyer and Sage Simpson. And again, our candidates for king and queen, Ava Barrett, Braden Rogers, Kylie Edwards, Carrick Vitale, Shelby Fry, and Ryan Bourne. And congratulations to king and queen once again, Elizabeth Alexander and Drew Templeton. We have an extended halftime show as we have the Paris Marching Tigers along with the introduction of the court. Again, special thanks to Gracie Watson and Graham Templeton for coming back, I believe, from U of I and I think Purdue, if I'm correct, as they came back to give the king and queen crown and robe up as they held that last year. So, again, congratulations to our Marching Tigers as they are just cleaning house again in all their competitions. They've got first in their class several times. And congratulations to all of those folks and all the parents that help, especially April Creech. She's out there running around somewhere. I know she is, so told me not to say her name on the air tonight, but sorry, April, I got you. So, all right, Len, you got some stats for us here?
I do have for the Lawrenceville Indians. Their quarterback, Isaac Bernard, he's 2 carries for -8. Xander Cessna, 1 carry for 2 yards. And the big back, Nick Moorhead, 7 carries for 70 yards and a touchdown. He had the 2-yard run for the touchdown in the second quarter with 10:05 to go. And at that point, they were up 7-6. Throwing the ball, not so well. He's only 3 out of 6 for 49 yards and 2 interceptions. So Cessna has 1 catch for 16. Nick Moorhead, the big back out of the backfield, has 1 catch for 12. And Blayton Gossett, the backup quarterback, has 1 catch for 21. They've only been penalized twice for a total of 10 yards. For your Tigers, though, I've got Braden Rogers, 2 carries for -6. Dawson Rogers, 12 carries for 101. Carter Krippus got him for 12 carries for 113. Throwing the ball, neither quarterback has completed a pass yet. Braden is 0 for 1, and Drew Kirby came in to replace him there in that second quarter, and he is 0 for 2, so we have no receptions. We were penalized a total of 6 times for 60 yards. We did have the 1 turnover there in that first quarter when we was initially driving the ball. Blair fumbled, and Lawrenceville recovered. Our scoring came in the first quarter, though, with 33 seconds to go on an 8-yard run by Krippus. The kick was no good, and that completed an 85-yard drive. And at that point, we led 6-0. But then, like I said, with 10:05 to go in the second quarter, it was a 2-yard run by Moorhead. Their kick was good, and they went up 7-6, which completed a 76-yard drive for them. Then, with just a minute and 44 seconds to go in the second quarter, it was a 12-yard run again by Krippus. This time we tried the 2-point conversion, and it was no good as well. which completed an 89-yard drive, and that's where we stand at halftime. Tigers are on top, 12-7, but starting this second half, we will have to kick off to them, so they will get the ball back to start the second half.
All right, Lenny, thank you for those stats. The penalty is the one that stands out the most right there.
Now, yeah.
You know, unfortunately, no passing yards, but those penalties, that just hurts. So hopefully Coach will use the Illini's technique last week when Illinois was not playing well in the first half, and the coach about broke his hand hitting a blackboard, I heard, and they came back and played different in the second half. I don't think Coach Cottle will have to do that, but I bet he gets their attention in there.
Well, I'm sure he will, because a lot of them have been silly mistakes. So
a couple scores for you this evening that we'll report on. KZ Westfield again against Robinson. KZ 17, Robinson 7. And Marshall and Olney are playing. Marshall getting beat 13 to Olney's 21. Again, our score here, Paris Tigers 12-7 on top of Lawrenceville. We're going to take one more quick break here. Got about 10 minutes left in this halftime show as the band's doing their performance, and they've done really well again. Thanks for all the help of the parents. We know they do a lot of work down there, the band parents, and make this performance such a good thing. So we're going to take another break. You're listening to Paris Tiger Football on the Paris Sports Network. Welcome back to Paris Tiger Football. A few scores to announce for you also. Mount Carmel over Newton at halftime, 13-0. Again, LIC scores. And if you're a Major League Baseball fan, Reds on top of the Cubs, 7-4 in the bottom of the 8th. And Cardinals on top of the Brewers, 2-1 at the bottom of the 3rd. Again, our score here at Paris Tiger Stadium, 12-7. Tigers on top this halftime. Again, the band performing. Got a lot of activity going on out there with the twirlers, the girls with the guns swinging those, and the players and instruments, and moving all over the place. Looks great. They're doing a good job. Fans are enjoying this halftime show. We hope you are as well. Again, this 19th day of September, Lawrenceville came down this evening with a 1-2 record overall and 0-1 in conference. Take on the Tigers at 2-1 record overall with 0-1 in conference. Again, Tigers lost to Marshall last week for their first loss of the season. And we'll see how things pan out here as Coach is giving a halftime speech. Again, extended halftime this evening because of homecoming. So we want to congratulate our king and queen again, Drew Templeton King, Elizabeth Alexander, the queen, first runner-up Kylie Edwards, and Braden Rogers. And again, special thanks to our last year's king and queen, Gracie Watson and Graham Templeton, coming back for the coronation. All right, Lenny, we got the stats done. We've talked about scores everywhere else. We're going to take another break here. We've got 7 minutes left in this halftime. You're listening to Paris Tiger Football on the Paris Sports Network.
How about a big hand for the Paris High School Marching Tigers? The Marching Tigers are led by Dr. Kevin Pruitt, Assistant Director Jessica Hendrickson, and color guard instructors Zach and Haley Cassad, percussion technician Jonathan Boren, and choreographer Carly Tesoro. We wish them all the best as they continue their competition season next Saturday at Eastern Illinois University. Let's hear it for the
With 2 convenient locations in Paris and Kansas, Templeton Funeral Home is always there providing the care and service you and your loved ones deserve. Pete, Mark, and the staff at Templeton Funeral Home would like to wish all the Tigers the best of luck this season. Go Tigers! Located at the Paris Airport, Seat Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153. Stuart and Carol Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stuart and Carol Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics. Since 1950, Ingram's Waste Disposal has proudly served Edgar and Clark County with residential and commercial trash pickup, commercial compactor services, roll-off service, and mini roll-off services. Stop by 501 Grandview Street in Paris or call 217-465-3335.
All right, welcome back to Paris Tiger Football on the Paris Sports Network. Just as a reminder, our first game of the season, Tigers took on North Vermilion. They won 57-0. Second game against Charleston, won 48-14. Again, last week, Marshall 34-30. Tonight, Lawrenceville. We're hoping for a win here this evening. Next week, September 26th, we play Mount Carmel at Mount Carmel. October 3rd, we play Newton right here at home. October 10th, down in Richland County. That's an away game. October 17th, an away game at Robinson, and our final game of the season for the regular season will be here. We play Casey Westfield as a home game. So that's our upcoming schedule, and we'll see how things pan out as we're moving right along in this season, Lenny.
We are, unfortunately, yeah.
All right, Tigers out here warming up along with Lawrenceville. Everybody stretching out, getting ready to start this second half of action. Again, 12-6 is our, or 12-7 is our score here. Tigers on top. And this halftime, we do want to thank our sponsors for allowing us to bring you all these games on the Paris Sports Network. We've got a nice list of sponsors again this year, and if you're interested in sponsoring, you can reach out to any of one of us guys. Clay, Lenny, Jeff, or myself. We'll be happy to get you all set up, become a sponsor.
Or BJ.
Or BJ.
Yeah.
Forgot BJ.
Yeah,
He's doing a wedding, I think, or something.
He's
tonight,
down
isn't
in
he?
Florida.
Florida? Oh, he's on the beach somewhere. Hope he's listening, BJ. We do miss you. You do a great job on football. I know that's one of your loves as well, so sure appreciate that. Lenny, how many years you been doing this with broadcasting? I know with Uncle Jim you started out a long time ago.
Yeah,
so.
back in the mid to late 90s.
Okay.
We're thinking like 96 because I know he wrote me into it when we were still coaching Little League together.
Okay.
And all the coaches had to do something during the 4th of July tournament. So during that 4th of July tournament, Uncle Jim come up to me. He said, hey, he said, I've got this figured out. He says, I'll do the PA announcing, and you keep the official book. We'll set up here in the thing at Frost Field. And so we done the whole 4th of July tournament. I never thought too much about it. So about a month later, football season rolls around, and he calls me up, and he says, hey, he said, why don't you come out to the football field with me to do the football game? I said, well, I don't know nothing about football, Jim. And he says, I've got it all figured out. He says, I've got stat sheets already printed out. He says, we'll go down to the field before the game. We'll get down to all the starters, the quarterbacks, the running backs. He says, then we'll get you up in the press box. He says, all you have to do is just write down how many yards they get. And I said, well, I could probably do that. It wouldn't be much different keeping a baseball scorebook.
Right.
So we get up there, we get all the equipment set up, and he's got the stuff all going, and he's got the radio playing, and because that's back when the radio station was still out here at Paris.
Right.
We were on AM 1440, and he hands me a headset, and I said, no, I don't need the headset. And he goes, yeah, put it on. He says, that way you can hear all the commercials, you can hear what I'm saying, and you can hear the station back at the radio telling us when we're clear. And so, like a dummy, I put the headsets on.
And the rest is history.
It is.
And here you are.
We don't get 2 minutes into the pregame show, and he asked me a question. Well, you got to answer him,
Right.
So thank God for Uncle Jim, though.
There you go.
He was the best.
Yep.
I mean, he was the best. He was smooth. I mean, he never was a miss for words. Just I learned from the best.
And a good singer, too.
Oh, yeah.
Real good singer.
Yeah.
So.
Sang with the Silver Tones and
Right.
several different bands. So.
All right, back here at Tiger Stadium. Again, our score 12-7. We got just about 2 minutes before we get this second half of action underway here. As Tigers come out, they'll be kicking off the ball to Lawrenceville. We'll see how things roll out here.
Back to some of our stats, though, I did forget the special teams, as Marcus Hutchings has 2 returns on kickoffs, one for 40 yards and one for 25, so he's got a total of 65 yards on special teams offense. So shout out there to Marcus.
Right on.
Plus, he does have 1 interception, and Maddox has an interception, so pretty good day for the Hutchings family.
Yep, absolutely. And we appreciate Caleb Brinkley up here helping us, kind of spotting for us and giving us a few little things that we might miss, Lenny, because we can't see it all.
Nope,
Caleb's doing a great job. And
he is.
Tap us on the shoulder and tell us what we need to say or what we need to do. So, and again, he's getting the pizza later on, I think, too, is what we talked about. So, we're just kidding you, bud. You don't have to do that. So,
Well, I think he's going to school for this, too.
There
So
you go.
That helps. So
Yep.
I don't know if he gets any credits for it or not, but
Again, Coach Clodfelder, Coach Dundas, Coach Gates, Coach Keys, and Coach Curl, we appreciate all they do and the time they put in. I know it's a never thankful job that when they come probably tomorrow morning about 6 o'clock and they go through the play and they watch the whole game and see what we can do different. How can we help? What can we change? What can we tweak? They put a lot of time and effort into that, and we do appreciate that. So I know the fan base just sees them coaching out here. There's a lot more to it than just coaching on game day. So, all right, about 30 seconds here. Tigers are lined up for kickoff. Tigers will be kicking to the north. Lawrenceville heading to the south. Braden Rogers down here warming up again as QB. We'll see how he's doing. He and
Braden and
Kirby
Drew
both are.
are both throwing the ball, so we'll see who's going to be back at the quarterback position starting second half.
All right, we are just about underway. Everybody lined up, waiting for the refs.
Rigdon's got it teed up, ready to kick it off.
Whistle blows, here it comes. Nice deep kickoff. Caught by Lawrenceville at about the 25. Tigers pull him down. Good play by Paris. Good coverage.
Just short of the 30, so now if our defense can go 3 and out, that would be great.
So somebody's barbecuing, and, man, it smells good, Lenny.
Yeah, you probably haven't had supper yet,
Haven't
have
had
you?
supper, no.
Nope.
That's part of it. All right, Tigers set up on defense here. 1st and 10 for Lawrenceville at the Tiger 30. Snap back, little high one, handoff. Tigers sniff that one out. And they drop him. I don't think there's a gain on the play, Lenny.
I don't think so. Yeah, they said he got maybe a foot.
Okay. I saw Charlie Ford come out of there all excited, so I think he's in on the stop.
Yeah, I'm saying no gain.
All right, second down. There's a snap, handoff. No, he keeps it. Quarterback keeps it.
Yeah, he's not
He's
going
going to get
anywhere.
sniffed out. Blake Gossett, quarterback for Lawrenceville. And nice job by the Tigers. We're going to say a tackle for loss there.
Yeah, he lost a yard.
All right, Tiger defense playing strong right here. I like what I see.
Yeah,
Get another stop.
bringing up 3rd and 11, so this would be huge if we could stop them 3 and out. Looks like the Tigers are still in the 4-4.
Yep. 2 receivers out on the left for Lawrenceville, 1 on the right. Man in motion now. 1 slot back. There's a snap. There's a flag on the play. Quarterback
I'm thinking he
rolls
cut
left.
upfield too soon.
Sees a receiver at the sideline who tiptoes, but he's not at the first down marker. He's just between him, but there is a penalty. Well, Coach Claude doesn't like the reaction. I think he knows what the penalty is.
I thought they moved too soon. That guy turned upfield too soon. But
Referee finally coming over to make the
Yep.
call.
they are marked.
Yep.
Yep. Illegal motion.
Illegal motion, right. A 5-yard penalty. Pushes them way back. 3rd and 16. Let's get another stop here. Three wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. 4-man front for the Tigers. It's going to be a pass right up the middle.
Almost picked
Almost
off.
picked off. Incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Good stance by the Tiger defense here. Long 4th down. I'll bring their punter in. Again, number 28, Moorhead. He kind of does everything for Lawrenceville.
Carrick Vitale's back with probably Hutchings.
Tigers almost got in there on that. Received by Vitale. Nice
good
spin
spin move.
Great spin move. At the 45, now the 50. And he's taken out of bounds about the 46-yard line. Nice return by the Tigers. Vitale with a great spin move right there. Well, Lenny, I feel like I can breathe a little easier. I know we talked about the kickoff and Lawrenceville getting that kick in the start to second half. We had a great stop right there. Now we got the ball in great territory. We can hopefully get some decent yardage here and pick up another 6.
That would be great.
Looks like Kirby's in as a QB. Ball on the 44-yard line. 1st and 10, 10:08 in this 3rd quarter play. Again, our score 12-7, Tigers on top. Snap back to Kirby. There's a handoff as he hits Carter Krippas. He drives around the right side, back to the line of scrimmage. Nice stop, cut back to the left. And he's finally brought down. Nice pickup.
See where they spot it.
Again, that score at
Gonna give him
Mount Carmel 13, Newton 7 in the 3rd quarter. 9:39 here in our 3rd quarter of play. 2nd and 4 on the 38. Kirby hustles in with the play. And And here come the Tigers. Snap, handoff, nice hole in the middle, first down and more. Dawson Rogers picks that one up. Nice job by the Tigers. Again, if we're looking at some scores, Marshall 13, Olney 28 at halftime. Great job moving the ball for the Tigers in this third quarter of play. Kind of picked up where they left off there. In that second quarter, as Tigers had a great 85-yard play, or not play, but 85-yard on that possession, wasn't it, Lenny? Is that right?
Yeah, they had an 85-yard drive and an 89-yard drive for their 2 touchdowns.
High snap pulled down by Kirby, handoff up the left side. Another first down for the Tigers, it looks like, as Dawson Rogers just pushes forwards. And it's going to be close. I guess it's 9 yards. Nice play by the Tigers. You know, Lenny, I suppose running is working, so why switch?
Yeah. Well, we haven't completed a pass tonight, so.
Right. We know it's working, so. Another handoff. Krippus up around the right side, sees the hole, first down and more. Gets down to about the 11 or 12, it looks like. Nice job by Carter as he galloped around there. First and 10 on the 12. 7:41 left in the third quarter of play. Snap back to Kirby, handoff. Rogers, nice spin move.
Good spin,
Great spin move. Second down for the Tigers. Second goal. I guess we still get a first down.
Yeah, we
Ball
can.
on the 6.
Barely.
Yeah, just barely. Right inside there. All right, this offensive set. Kirby back as quarterback, takes a snap, handoff, comes around left side. I see some real estate. There he goes. He walks in. And touchdown for the Tigers as Dawson Rogers drives in for the Paris Tigers to score once again. Makes our score 18-7 at the 6:43 mark in this third quarter. Nice drive by the Paris Tigers. I see Coach Keys holding up 2. I think he's wanting 2-point conversion here. Several run plays, several first downs on that possession for the Tigers as we march in the end zone for yet another score. Third touchdown of the evening for Paris. Tigers line up quickly. Here comes the snap. Handoff. And we're in for the 2-point conversion. Nice job for the Tigers. It was Levi Bartley that carried that one, wasn't it?
Blair.
Okay, Blair. There we go. All right, that makes our score 20-7 now. 6:43 left in the third quarter. Tigers on top. Great yardage. Great play calling. You know, we'll go with the run like we talked before. Haven't had a complete pass yet all night, but the run play is working. And Coach Claude and the team made some great calls on that to get us another touchdown. Cheerleader's going to do some more push-ups. All right, getting set for a kickoff here for the Tigers. Back deep for Lawrenceville. Cessna, and I believe that's also Moorhead again back deep. Rigdon going to kick it off for us. Nice deep kick. Picked up by Cessna. Sees the hole, comes up right in the middle and pulled down by the Tigers. At about the 33, it looks like. Cessna gets up a little slow there. Actually, a lot slow. He may be sucking some wind.
58 there on the tackle, Sage Simpson. He's just a junior, but he's a big boy.
Yeah, he hammered
6
him.
foot, 240 pounder. So
Sage hammered him, yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, Sage was on the homecoming court.
He was,
wasn't
that's
Yeah.
correct.
He
Yep.
did double duty tonight.
Still moving slow. Finally, Cessna tries to take off for the sideline. He's not wanting to run.
He's not moving very fast. He's still holding
I think
those
he's
ribs.
still
Yeah.
sucking some air there, trying to gather some air.
A couple coaches go out and help him a little bit. So
All right, Gentry Simpson was the one on homecoming
was it
court
Gentry?
there. So
Okay,
yeah,
well,
yep.
I was close.
Thanks, Caleb. We had the right last name, right,
Yeah.
Lenny?
I was in the.
Actually, both of them were. There
Were
we
they?
go.
Okay.
So we're all right. Thanks, Caleb. You're all right, dude. Hang in there. Teach us what we need to know, right? All right, back to action here. Tigers on defense. Let's do a pick six here. We need that. That just sounds good. Have we had a pick six yet here this year, Lenny?
No. I don't
Nice
think
stop
so.
by the Tiger defense.
We have had a couple interceptions tonight, though. So
Charlie Ford with that big stomp again. He's enjoying that stomp when he makes a good play. So
yeah, he is.
Charlie on another solo tackle there.
Actually, I think they lost a half a yard.
I think they did. We'll give a tackle for loss. Second down, ball on 34. Gossett back for quarterback again for Lawrenceville. 2 receivers on the left, 2 on the right. 1 slot back. Man in motion now comes over. Here's the snap. Handoff up the middle. Tigers sniff it out once
And
again.
Nothing there.
And there's nothing there.
He might have got a yard, but
Nice stand for the defense. Third and 8, 5:27 in this third quarter of play. Tigers on top 20-7. I'm always curious how far Claude walks during a game. He's up and down that side. He needs one of
Yes,
those
he
little pedometers or check his phone to see the steps that he does. But all right, back to action here. Lawrenceville takes the snap. Tigers bring the blitz in. Pass the left side, received. Pulled back. Great defensive stop by the Tigers as Mikowitz gets the reception for Lawrenceville. Great defense on the Tiger. Looks like Charlie Ford might be down.
oh man, that's,
That's
not.
not
We
good.
don't need that.
No, that's not good. Everybody takes a knee and coaches go out and check on Charlie. He's a good kid. Had him on the Bears team. We coached City League several years ago. I see him at Walmart all the time. He always says, "Hey, coach." Just a good kid. So,
Yeah.
well, we're going to take a quick break here and see how this injury goes out. You're listening to Paris Tiger on the Paris Sports Network.
If you're looking for agricultural, business, or personal loans, Longview Bank has you covered. They can even help you out with investment options and online banking. At Longview Bank, they're always ready with the services you need. Visit them online at longviewbank.com.
Welcome back to Paris Sports Network. Charlie Ford being helped off the field. Looks like it might be a knee from what we see up here. Not 100% sure, but he's not putting much weight and taking a whole lot of time coming off. So hate to see that for Charlie. Such a good kid, good football player. So best as he starts healing here.
Yeah, you hate to see it when one of your teammates go down, and you just. I mean, I feel bad for the kid. He's a good player. He's a great athlete. He's a great student in the classroom too.
Yep.
And I feel bad for him. You know, it looked like an awkward landing from what we could tell from here in the booth.
We appreciate Caleb jumping on here, give Lenny a breather for a few plays, as Caleb's going to help us out a little bit as we continue to get Charlie on the sideline and Tigers try to reconvene, and just a tough play. You can see Charlie's face. He's not happy. He doesn't want to be hurt. He wants to be on the field. I understand that.
I think every kid understands that too.
That's right.
Like if you do like a season-ending injury like in the NFL, then it sucks.
All right, back to action. Refs are trying to get things lined back out. We're 3rd and 8, ball on 35, 4:19 left in this third quarter play. Tigers on top 20-7.
Well, the line judge over there says it's 4th down. Over on the far sideline over there. There we go.
There, he's got it fixed.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
Snap comes back to Lawrenceville. He rolls to the right side. Quarterback sees the receiver down there. Ball dropped, luckily for the Tigers, as Mikowitz does not hang on to that. And that's going to be a turnover on down. Tigers get the ball.
Yeah, there was a little hand fighting over there between Mikowitz and Marcus Hutchings over here on the far side. But I think Marcus played really good defense there, and then Mikowitz got away from him for maybe just like a yard and a half.
And luckily dropped the ball.
Yes. That's the key. That's the key goal there. He dropped the ball. It's Paris ball on the looks like the 45-ish, or well, no, I could be wrong. That is a 38.
38. There you go. All right, Tigers up here at the line of scrimmage. Kirby at the quarterback. Here comes the snap, a little high. Kirby grabs it, double handoff once again up the middle on this left side, and he picks up about 5 yards, it looks like, as Rogers gets some more real estate.
Yeah,
that second down for the Tigers.
That double handoff has worked pretty well for Kerpis and Rogers. I mean, you gotta see if you're on the defensive side, you gotta see when it's gonna come or how it's gonna come, and plus, I think our run game's been perfectionate.
Pretty solid tonight. Pretty solid. All right, second down for the Tigers. Here we go. Snap back to Kirby. Another handoff to Krippus. He goes up the right side, back to the middle, and he picks up the first down for the Tigers as he gains some more real estate. Racking up a lot of yards tonight.
Yeah, from what I've seen, Krippus and Rogers are the two main running backs in this situation, and they've been getting a lot of yards on the ground.
They're getting a lot of yards. That's right. They're going to sleep good tonight.
Oh yeah, they are. And then wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning on that Saturday morning.
There you go.
They'll have a nice cold ice bath tomorrow.
All right, Tigers on this first down. Snap coming. Kirby snags it. He keeps it this time, rolls around left side, sees a big hole. Kirby drives up. Nice straight arm there. He gets pulled back. Decent run.
Yeah, he tried to stiff arm the defender there, but the defender wasn't looking to move. So it's a good little gainy yard or two.
Kind of funny, he ran probably 10 yards, maybe 15 yards to pick up one, but sometimes that happens.
Right. Yeah. That's going to happen sometimes too when you're playing. You run backwards so many yards, then you try to cut up field and you only get like 1 or 2.
Right. All right, here we come on the second 9, 2:15 left in the third quarter of play on this Paris Tiger homecoming night. Kirby takes the snap, hands off to Krippus, sees the hole. Nice big hole.
Looks like he's going to get close to the first down.
Pretty close there.
I think it took me a 3rd and short one. Ooh, 3rd and 2. Look at a little gain of 8 to me there.
I like the way that hole opened up. You could see it, that handoff. It just opened right away. So nice job on the O-line to push some guys around and get the position we need.
Yeah, our O-line's pretty huge this year. You know, the main key for our line's Logan Luddington. Excuse me. He's only a junior this year, 6'1", 245. He's a big boy.
Yep, we need that. We need it. All right, here comes a snap for the Tigers. Kirby back, takes the snap handoff to Krippus, up the middle.
Got the first down.
And more. We'll take it. Nice job by Carter.
With that run there, that puts him he puts him over 150 yards rushing.
That's fantastic.
That is very good.
And we're in the third quarter.
Oh, yes.
Still got another quarter to go, so.
So hopefully he can maybe hit that 200-yard mark. That'd be pretty cool.
Yes, it would. All right, 1st and 10.
Tell you what, though, this third quarter's gone by really quick.
Snap back to Kirby. Handoff left side. I see some touchdown coming right here.
I see it too, yep.
He drives in to the pylon. Touchdown for the Tigers as Dawson Rogers goes in for another running touchdown for the Paris Tigers.
That is
our score 26-7.
That's his second one on the night. Second rushing touchdown for Dawson Rogers, and he lit it up in the first game of the season against North Million. He had an interception, had 2 rushing touchdowns, and then I think he had even a receiving touchdown too. Looks like we're going for 2 here.
I think we are, yes.
Maybe to wind this lead a little bit here.
Well, from a good news perspective, I still see Charlie sitting on the table out here. He's not been hauled off anywhere, so maybe it's not as bad as we think, or else he just wants to stay for the game. That could be part of it too. So here comes a snap for the Tigers. Keeper going up the middle, trying to do the tush push. Nothing happens, and we don't get in, so it's not a 2-point conversion. So
it was Eli Blair on that carry. And Lawrenceville kind of stuffed it out there for Blair. Tried to get up inside the middle, but nothing was there for him.
We'll take a quick break here. Paris Tiger football, Paris Sports Network. Our score 26-7.
Terry Elliston has been your good neighbor State Farm agent since 1981. They focus on auto, home, life, farm, and business insurance, along with financial products throughout Paris and the surrounding areas. Their mission is to put the interest of others ahead of their own. They're committed to doing whatever is needed to meet their customers' needs and to truly be a good neighbor by serving the community in which they work and live. Call State Farm for a free auto insurance quote at 465-8548.
Welcome back to Paris Tiger football. I love seeing the football players go over and talk to Charlie and put their arm on him, and they're giving some sympathy and some love to him, and that's just the bond those players have. So I appreciate that, guys.
Yeah,
nice job down there.
And that's like kind of what a team player is. If you see someone hurt, try and go check up on them.
There's a kickoff received by Lawrenceville. That's number 28, Moorhead again. He tries to come up the middle, and Tigers just snuff him out one more time.
That's sweet. Levi Bartley on the tackle there, and then Levi Bartley got there down there quick, and it's like Brody Bishop was chipping out there with somebody.
Yeah, I think he was. I think you're right. We've seen that a few times tonight, and we've been called for it a few times, unfortunately. So,
and I think on both sides, perspective for both sides, I think penalties have hurt us more than they hurt Lawrenceville.
Absolutely.
I think we've accumulated more penalty yards than actual yards, like total yards and offense.
All right, here we go. Lawrenceville 1st and 10, ball on the 32. We have 34 seconds left in this third quarter. Again, Tigers on top 26-7. Snap back to the quarterback. He's got 2 receivers to the left, to the right in the middle. Picked off. Here we go. Nice job by the Tigers. That's number 23, Levi Bartley.
He might go all the way.
He takes it back to the 10.
He might go all the way.
He gets down, pulled down at about the 7-yard line. Nice job by Levi for that interception and great run back.
That's Lawrenceville's third pick of the night. One from Kipton Bradford, one from Marcus Hutchings, and then one from Levi Bartley, as we just saw now.
Levi in that linebacker position just smelled that out and grabbed it.
That's what a play you call playing Madden. It's called a QB spy. That's where linebacker doesn't move at all and watch the QB. So, good job from Levi there.
Yep.
Awesome job to get that where we needed to go.
Kirby with the snap inside the 10, handoff, gets Krippus. He drives around. He's going to get pushed right in the end zone. Stand up. Nobody touches him as Krippus with another touchdown for the Paris Tigers. Great job for Paris. Kind of moving at will right now, which is great to see.
Yeah, Krippus, he's already at, looks like he's at 160 already, so if I'm not mistaken, he's getting close to the 200-yard mark. 162.
32-7 is our score. 17 seconds in this third quarter of play. And I think we're going to go for 2 one more time.
Try and give it to Blair up the middle.
Snap back. Pass. He's got it this time. We'll take it.
That was Carter Cochran.
As Kirby gets the ball into Cochran for a 2-point conversion. Nice job, Tigers.
Little dump off pass over the middle, like what Kansas City Chiefs did back against the New England Patriots one year.
More than once, right?
Yeah, more than once. Yes, you're correct. That's when Tom Brady was still playing, though. So,
cheerleaders down to do 34 push-ups here. They're going to have some sore arms tonight.
Oh yeah. I could do 34 push-ups, just not in a row. It would hurt my arms so bad. But I think for Lawrenceville, the quarterback Gassa, I think before their other quarterback was Renard, and I think he was injured.
I think so.
I think that's who we saw on the
you're right.
stretcher over there going over to the ambulance.
I think you're right.
You see Braden Rogers down here throwing with Lennox Steiner down here, the new kid from Germany. And I saw Lennox playing in a JV game against Marshall, and he got off the line pretty quick. Surprised you won't see him. You might be able to see him in the fourth quarter.
Here comes a kickoff for the Tigers. Nice deep kick again. That's picked up by number 27.
Cessna.
Cessna one more time. There's a flag thrown in.
Far sideline. Might be a hold. I'm guessing either a hold or a block in the back.
Block in the back, probably, yeah.
It's gonna go on Lawrenceville, so push them back a little bit further than what they were going to get. Looks like it's gonna be in the spot of the foul, so it's
holding,
and so it's probably a 10-yard,
5 yard, I think.
Yeah. Either 5 or 10.
Okay, that's going to push them back. We're going to have a 1st and 10 for Lawrenceville, and they're deep in the Tiger territory.
It looks like they're at their own 12-yard line. Yeah,
we'll call it 12. Yeah,
looks like it. 12, 17. All right, yeah, you're right, because we are past the 15-yard line.
Lawrenceville back with snap. 3 running backs in the backfield. There's a handoff, and the Tigers sniff him out. A little extra pushing and shoving going on by both teams.
Looked like there was an I formation there, so they like to run that I formation there.
That's the end of our third quarter. Tigers on top, 34-7. You're listening to Paris Tiger Football on the Paris Sports Network.
White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning have been your hometown boys for over 50 years, offering 23.5-hour service. That's right, they need a half hour for coffee. Call John at 217-465-3195. Stuart and Carroll Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stuart and Carroll Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics.
Welcome back to Paris Sports Network. Here we go underway. This fourth quarter, Tigers on top, 34-7. Lawrenceville with the ball. Handoff up the middle. Tigers pulling down. Going to get a first down, looks like, because that's, again, number 28, Moorhead. He's got a lot of yards this evening, too, Lenny.
He does. He has. Looks like he got 72 yards right now, but that with that run there, they'll probably bump it up to 80, 85-ish.
First and 10 on the 28.
They're in that bone formation back there.
Snap back. There's a handoff.
He
And
gave it right.
Tigers, no
Looked
way. They're not letting that one through at all.
That
Good job on the
was
Tiger defense.
Cessna on the. No, that was Moorhead on the run. Excuse me. That was Nick Moorhead. So he's got 81 yards on the ground for Lawrenceville tonight.
Snap back. There's another handoff up the middle. Tigers sniff it out one more time.
It looks like it was Cessna.
Not much of a gain at all.
And the flag.
There's a flag coming in. That's not going to be pretty.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
way late. It was Dawson Rogers and Nick Moorhead. Looked like.
Referees all convening to figure out what the call is going to be.
Yeah, I think it's going to be either on us or on Lawrenceville. So
Right, personal foul.
so it is going to be on Dot. Oh well.
Unsportsmanlike
Unsportsmanlike
conduct
on
on
us.
Paris.
That one. That one hurts. That one hurts a lot. I think it was. I'm not sure who that was, but Eastham came off the sideline over here, so I think either I saw a little shove match between Dawson Rogers and Cessna over on the far sideline over there from Lawrenceville.
Big 15-yard penalty. Gives Lawrenceville a first down almost at midfield.
That one kind of hurt us a little bit.
High formation snap back handoff. Tigers sniff him out one more time, and a little second effort there. He gets a few yards out of it, but still a lot of pushing going on. Even after the play and the whistle's blown, there's
Yeah.
a lot of extracurricular stuff going on down there.
Yeah, Brody Rogers for Lawrenceville shoved Levi Bartley after the play there, so surprised they didn't throw a flag for that one.
Bring up 2nd 8. Ball in the 49. Oh, fumble. Ball on the ground. I
And
think
it
Lawrenceville
is-
picked it up.
It looks like Lawrenceville, yeah, Lawrenceville recovered. Loss of 1. That'll help us a lot. Thank you for Coach Claude. You want to probably pack it in the middle, maybe for this third down stop here, hopefully.
Well, I think every play in this quarter they've done I formation, it almost feels like.
Yeah, it
Kind of decided not to pass anymore after a few interceptions tonight. Maybe they're done with that. So
yeah, they're in that bone formation back there, so it's like a wishbone.
oh,
It's
here
a
comes the
pass.
pass.
And the ball's throw. Oh, he
And it's
drew.
dropped once again.
That was Mikowitz.
He's had a couple tonight that could have been caught. Luckily for Tigers, they didn't catch him, but I'm sure he's thinking, man, I had that, coach. I had it.
Yeah, I think if he would have caught those, he probably would have had maybe at least 10, 15 yards, if not, like a little less than that to gain on that. But Lawrenceville takes timeout.
Timeout, we'll take one, too. You're listening to Paris Tiger Football on the Paris Sports Network.
The Paris Sports Network would like to thank our affiliate sponsors, Paul and Kathy Porter, Steve and Lynn Young, Greg and Sherry Henson, Will and Mary Ann Majors, White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning, and the Mary Lou Pine family. Make plans to attend Lake Ridge Christian Church this Sunday, either for their traditional service at 8 a.m. or their contemporary service at 10:30 a.m. There's something for everyone at Lake Ridge, from infants to the more seasoned generation. Visit their website at lakeridgechurch.org or find them on Facebook to watch their service each Sunday morning at 10:30.
Welcome back to Paris Tiger Football Homecoming 2025. Tigers versus Lawrenceville. Our score 34-7, 9:27 in the ball game.
Looks like they're going for it on 4th down. This is 4th and manageable for
4th and 6
Lawrenceville.
on the 49. Snap back. Going to be another pass.
Gonna get him
Quarterback
right there
sees
in.
a
Nobody.
receiver down low, right in the middle, but underthrown. Great coverage by the defense. Turnover on down. Tiger will get the ball back.
Oh no, that was intended for Bernard. I guess he's not on the stretcher out there, so that was intended for him. That was intended for Isaac Bernard. So we see Braden Rogers going back in for Drew Kirby at quarterback. So I think if you're Claude, you probably want to maybe score one more, then possibly put in the second strings in if you're lucky enough to score again.
Well, we got good field position. We'll see what happens. Again, this run's been working well for the Tigers tonight. I still like to see a completed pass.
Yeah, I want to see one of those two. Yes, I believe.
I guess we had one on a 2-point conversion, so that counts for something. But
I wouldn't count it.
all right, here comes the handoff up the right side. Nice hole.
That's
Levi Bartley as he gets extra yardage there as he stretches. Nice job.
That's gonna be a gain of 8 for Bartley there. He's 2nd and 2. Tell you what, when Levi gets the ball, no one's gonna tackle him because he gets out of the gate quick. And you got to realize, if you're Lawrenceville, you got to try and hit him low. But always heard, low man wins. It's always low man wins.
All right, 2nd down. There's another handoff to Levi. He goes left side this time. Sees a nice hole. Look at those wheels he picked up. He's going to go deep into Lawrenceville territory.
That's a good run for Bartley. It's going to be stopped at the 19.
Nice job for Levi.
Oh, there is a flag on the play. Looks like a hold. Yeah, we're going back.
Illegal block, maybe. I don't know what that one is. Doggone it.
Yeah, that one kind of sucks. It was a good gain, too. Might be a hold. Illegal block in the back. Oh, those are penalty. Those are game killers there. You get one of those, and you're kind of. I mean, we're still 2nd and manageable. Only 2nd and 6. At the Indian 45.
Snap back to Rogers. Handoff. Again, we get Bartley coming on this side.
That's Rigdon.
No, that's Rigdon.
That's Garrett Rigdon. He's gonna get the first down and more.
Nice effort by Rigdon. First and 10 for the Tigers.
Garrett Rigdon. That's his first carry tonight for at least 6 or 7 on that.
First and 10 on 36. 8:03 left in the ball game. 34-7 Tigers on top again this homecoming against Lawrenceville.
Score update for you. Mount Carmel is up on Newton 25-7 in the 4th quarter.
All right. Here comes a snap. Handoff left side. Bartley with it this time. He cuts back to the right side, down to the middle. And he's going to get wrapped up by the Indians.
Looked like he was trying to go a little misdirection there. He thought the hole for on the left side was going to be open, but it didn't look like it.
Kind of didn't open up at all there, so he cut back to the right. 2nd and 6. Ball on 32. Fans all excited, enjoying this homecoming game.
Now, if you couldn't hear that, that was Garrett Rigdon's mom who yelled that for us down here because we have the window cracked open a little bit and we got fans
There's
yelling
snap.
all over the
Bartley
place.
again with it up the middle, and he's going to get the first down for the Tigers. Nice, tough yardage for Levi.
I think if we just maybe run out the clock a little bit, and then we maybe run out the play clock maybe down to 2. Try and see if they jump off sides here. I don't know if that's what you want to happen, but at least we can try.
All right, 1st and 10. The band want another touchdown. They're just saying, bring them down here, boys. We're going to play loud for you. So, late sub in by Lawrenceville. In that linebacker position. There's a snap.
To Rigdon.
He goes up the middle.
He's trying to get more yards. Looks like he got like 4 or 5 on the carry.
Nice second effort by Rigdon.
It was a gain of 7, so I was wrong. So it's 2nd and 3. That was a good gain by Rigdon there. He saw the hole there and it blasted through it.
Lawrenceville looks tired.
They do look
A lot
tired.
of hands on their hips. And
Yeah, that's what happens in college football. If you get tired, they'll start running down the ball.
all right, here comes a snap. Handoff again to Bartley. Up the left side. Nice spin move.
Yeah, I think he's only going to get 1 there.
All right, 4th down and inches it looks like. Maybe a little more than an inch, but we'll see what the Tigers do here.
No, it's 3rd down. We got 3rd down over on the sideline over there, too.
Yep, you're right.
So 3rd and short 1. So you got to wonder if you're maybe get the 1st down there or just throw a little lob pass up to Krippis over there on the left-hand side over there.
3 receivers, 2 on the right, 1 on the left. There's a snap. Handoff to Bartley. Here he goes.
Flag.
There's a flag coming in.
It looks like it's going to be he did get the 1st down, but there is a flag. If is it going to be on Lawrenceville or holding or what we got here?
I think we got a hold.
That one hurt. Had a good game and then got the hold off there, and that wasn't. The refs are still talking about it, so.
Yeah, right.
So it's gonna be it's gonna be
Holding
a
on the
hold.
Tigers.
So it's gonna be a 3rd and it looks like it's gonna be 3rd and 9. I would assume for your Tigers here, or if you're. So do you wanna pass it, Jim, or what do you want to do here?
Well, there comes another flag in. What's this one all about?
No, they were just trying to throw it back to
the.
the.
I was like, wait a minute, we can't have a flag. There's nobody playing yet.
Yeah.
Who did what?
No, they were trying to throw it back to Dane Severato, the main referee.
All right. You know what? I think I'm going to go for a pass here.
I would say go for a pass. We got
2 receivers on the left side.
and the right
2
side.
on the right side. 1 slot back. Here comes a snap.
That's Bartley as a slot back. Yeah, it's going to be a pass. Throw it.
Here we go. Wide open in the end zone. Touchdown Tigers as we hit Carrick Vitale for a nice pass, nice play. We'll take that.
That widens the lead there. Carrick Vitale. Hey, first completed pass of the night for Braden Riders.
Right.
And it's for a touchdown.
In the 4th quarter.
In the 4th quarter.
4:22 left to go, so we'll take it.
I guess you can count that 2-point conversion that Drew Kirby had. So we got 2.
We've got 2.
Which is
that's
okay.
Right.
At least it's better than 0.
But we've got a whole pile of yards rushing, though, so we'll take that, too. So.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, our score 40-7 right now, 4:22. Here comes a point after touchdown. Let's see if we can get this put between the goalpost. Snap, plays,
good
kicks
kick
up.
is up. It's high. Does it have enough? It does.
It's
no good.
Wide left.
Oof.
Kind of went up above the lights, and we couldn't see it there, but
Yeah, that's where one of those moments where you gotta look down just a little bit to crouch down and look.
all right. 4:22 left, 40-7. Tigers on top in the 4th quarter. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Paris Tiger Football on the Paris Sports Network.
Since 1950, Ingram's Waste Disposal has proudly served Edgar and Clark County with residential and commercial trash pickup, commercial compactor services, roll-off service, and mini roll-off services. Stop by 501 Grandview Street in Paris or call 217-465-3335.
Welcome back to this homecoming. Tigers on top, 40-7. What a way to finish a homecoming game as we get ready to kick off here. 4:22 left in the ball game.
Yeah, they got Moorhead back there with. Looks like Avery Mullins back there with them too for Lawrenceville. Garrett Rigdon set to kick off for us. Tell you what, I saw Kipton get down there quick, so let's see if he can do it again.
Yeah, he was on his horse last time, that's for sure.
I think he can get down there quick. I think, to answer your question from earlier, I think he probably walks 1,000 steps a day just to be like on the field or something.
There's a deep kick.
That's a really good kick by Garrett. Gonna get him.
Picked up by Moorhead, it looks like, and they pull him down. A little extracurricular going on once again. The ref jumps in.
That was Moorhead with
Was that Levi?
I
think it was. Yeah,
Yeah,
Levi.
it was.
It was Levi.
And it was Matthew Ramirez on the return there for Lawrenceville. And as we saw, Kipton got down there and tackled him. Kipton this is their first year of football, I think, for him.
Yeah, nice.
For Paris, but I'm not so sure. He does baseball. He's really good at baseball too, so we'll see him in the spring. And then he does basketball, so we'll see him in the winter.
All right, Tiger defense, here we go. Get another stop here.
There, Lawrenceville in that wishbone formation back there. One to our far right here.
Snap, handoff comes left side. Tigers are just all
right
over
there.
him. Not
Looked like
getting
it
anywhere.
was-
So nice job by the Tiger defense as they put a stop to that one.
That was Corbin Schaefer. That's his first carry tonight. Our Tiger defense was all just there, so that was pretty good. So you
No
see
gain on the play. Bring up second down.
Danny Lopez came in for Dawson Rogers there at the linebacker spot.
There's a snap. Handoff once again. Around the right side, little flare move.
Ooh.
Good
Ooh.
tackle.
That was a good tackle by.
Number 18, Yantis, it looked like.
It looked like it was either Yantis or Mark. Oh, good tackle by Marcus over there. Good tackle. That was Pritchard who took the handoff there
Did he
for
pick up a first down?
Lawrenceville. That was Pritchard on the carry for Lawrenceville. So, it looks like he's doing the quarterbacking for Lawrenceville as well, because I don't see Gossett or Bernard in there. So I think Pritchard's the quarterback in there.
First and 10 on 38. 3:06 left in the ball game. Snap, handoff, and just not much of anything for Moorhead. He picked up just a few.
I didn't realize there was
Turnover on downs.
That's. I heard the PA announcer say fumble. So, I think if that's a good play call for us. Now we get the
We will
ball.
take another turnover then. Great.
Yeah, we will. First and 10 are at the Lawrenceville 41. Braden Rogers coming back in to get the play from Coach Claude down here.
All right, 2:57 left ball game. Again, 40-7, Tigers on top. Decent field position once again. Vitale out wide to the right. There's a handoff to
Looked like it was Bartley. Levi Bartley. Uh-oh.
Not much of a game.
Oh, he's
Bartley on the ground for just a minute.
got a little bit of
Now he
cramp
gets
there.
up.
I don't see a 15 on there for us, but I think it might be either. Not sure who 15 is for us over there.
All right, second down, 2:20 left ball game, 40-7 again our score. Tigers in great field possession, about the 41. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Two in the backfield with the quarterback. Tigers
Okay.
running some clock down here, 14 on the play clock. Snap back, handoff.
That's
up
to
the
Rigdon.
left side. Rigdon sees a nice
There he
big hole,
goes.
and he
There
picks
you
up
go,
some
Rigdon.
extra ground.
He's going to get a first down and
Finally
more.
brought down. Great job by Rigdon. Another first down for the Tigers.
Got some MLB updates. The Reds were victorious over the Cubs 7-4, but the Cardinals are beating the Brewers 9-1 in the top of the sixth.
All right.
Excuse me, it was 7-1, top six. So, yeah, sadly I'm a Cardinals fan, and sadly I don't think they're going to make the postseason this year.
I
So,
don't think so.
but I'll root for the Cubs. If Cardinals ever don't make it, I'll root for the Cubs or whoever goes on to win.
First and 10 for the Tigers on the 20, 1:25 left in the ball game.
It looks like it's going to be a running clock now for
Two receivers to the right. High snap, handoff.
it's the Bartley.
Bartley gets it. He sees a big hole. He's going to go in for a
Touchdown.
touchdown for the Tigers. Levi Bartley, 5'11" sophomore, 170-pounder. Nice move by that young man.
You saw a little gap in the hole to get up through the outside there. That's what Claude says. Run the ladder. So that's good play for us Tigers here. See Kirby going back in for quarterback. Saw Danny Lopez go in for Bartley there. That's Bartley's second rushing touchdown of the night. Yeah, I mean, you hate to see Charlie over there on the athletic bench over there getting treated.
Looks like Kirby and his QB this time for this two-point conversion. Two
We got-
receivers to the right, one to the left.
All the way to the left is Jack Sabins over there for him. So give it to Rigdon. Is he going to get it?
He's in.
He's got it.
Two-point conversion's good.
48-7.
All right, 48-7, halftime. Almost, just past halftime. It's our almost into the game score, 1:12 left in the ball game. Tigers on top. We'll take one more quick break. You listen to Paris Tiger Football on the Paris Sports Network.
Terry Elliston has been your good neighbor State Farm agent since 1981. They focus on auto, home, life, farm, and business insurance, along with financial products throughout Paris and the surrounding areas. Their mission is to put the interest of others ahead of their own. They're committed to doing whatever is needed to meet their customers' needs and to truly be a good neighbor by serving the community in which they work and live. Call State Farm for a free auto insurance quote at 465-8548.
All right, welcome back to Paris Tiger Football. Cheerleaders doing more push-ups. Those poor girls are up to 48 now. They just did 40 just a little bit ago.
Yeah, that. I don't think their arms can handle what happened, but we've been scoring a lot on the ground.
There's the kickoff. Nice deep kick once again.
She kipped it
Ball
down there,
picked up at about the 10-yard
and
line.
it kipped it again. Oh, and there's a flag. Kipton Bradford, running all the way down there, getting down there again. That's insane. He's a good athlete.
He's a very good athlete. Quick.
Yeah, very quick too. I think he did track in junior high, so I think that's what made him quick.
Well, we'll see what this call is.
It looks like it's on Lawrenceville. It's going to be holding on Lawrenceville. This one. Personal.
Personal foul.
Oh, chop block. Can't do that on kickoff. You
That's a
cannot
big
do
one.
that. That's a yard killer there too.
22 seconds as that play clock is just running right now. I don't know if they'll get a playoff or not. I bet they don't. They're just going to let it run out.
And
Can't see them try to do anything.
Well, they might. They might get the playoff. I don't know.
We're down to 3 seconds.
2, 1, and
That's the ball game. Our final score, 48-7. Paris Tigers with a homecoming victory over
48.
the Lawrenceville Indians.
Hey, fireworks are going off over in the back.
Nice job to Coach Claude and coming up with a game plan to take care of business against these Lawrenceville Indians. We'll take a quick break and be back with stats here in just a little bit. You're listening to Paris Tiger Football on the Paris Sports Network. All right, welcome back to Paris Tiger Football on the Paris Sports Network. Again, we want to thank Caleb for stepping in. Caleb Brinkley tonight as he came over to help us out. Did some spotting for us and came on here in the second half to help a little bit. So, Caleb, real quick, tell us what year you are in school and what your plans are.
So I'm currently a freshman over at Lakeland College. It's a community college, and plans maybe after community college, probably either transfer or work. But I'm thinking about transferring either to University of Illinois or UIS down in Springfield. But right now, we're just trying to get freshman year out of the way.
There you go. Well, we do appreciate you hopping in for us and giving us a little bit of wisdom from a younger generation. You know a lot of players from being from here, so, and your brother on the football field as well. So,
yeah, he's not as athletic as me, but always a sibling rivalry there. But no, I just love and support him. You know, hopefully he can get taller and hopefully be on that starting 11 here soon.
Oh, yeah. Well, again, our final score, 48-7. Lenny's done some stats for us. So I love seeing the band over and the football players with the band and cheerleaders, and they're all playing the Tiger Loyalty song. So we're going to get some stats here from Lenny. Caleb, again, thanks for coming in. We do appreciate it tonight, buddy.
Yep, thank you.
Hey, George. What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Lenny's got some stats for us here. Again, we'll get some post-game remarks and have Coach Claude come up here. He'll give us a little bit of a conversation about his thoughts for the game. So, all right, Lenny, what do you got, my friend?
All right. Well, for the Lawrenceville Indians, I had Bernard, the quarterback, 2 carries, -8. Blake Gossett came in at quarterback. He had 2 carries for -1. Xander Cessna, 1 carry for 2 yards. Nick Moorhead, the big back, 13 carries, 81 yards. Matthew Ramirez came in late in the game, had 2 carries for 6. Corbin Schaefer had 1 carry for no yards. And Knox Pritchard, I think, came in there late in that fourth quarter and quarterbacked and had a quarterback keeper, 1 carry for 14 yards. Throwing the ball, Bernard was 3 out of 6 for 49 yards and 2 interceptions. Gossett came in at quarterback. He was only 1 out of 6 and was picked off by Bartley. So, but they did have 3 receptions. Jack McInweiss had 1 reception for 3. Xander Cessna had 1 reception for 16. Moorhead had 1 reception for 12. And Blake Gossett had 1 reception for 21. Their lone score came in the second quarter with 10:05. And it was a 2-yard run by Moorhead. The kick was good. And at that point, Lawrenceville was up 7-6.
Right.
So, but other than that, that was the highlights for them. Everything else was all Paris Tigers
and we'll
tonight.
Take it. We will take it.
Braden Rogers, 2 carries for -6. Dawson Rogers, 18 carries for 142. Garrett Rigdon, 3 carries for 36. Carter Krippus had 18 carries for 162. Eli Blair had 2 carries for 7 yards. Drew Kirby had 1 carry for 1 yard, and Levi Bartley had 7 carries for 49. The only drawback I seen tonight was the penalties. We were penalized 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 90 yards. So that's the big drawback. Throwing the ball, Braden Rogers was 1 out of 2 for 26 yards and a touchdown. Drew Kirby was 1 out of 3, and he did throw the 2-point conversion. So receiving the ball, I had Vitale with the 26-yard touchdown catch from Rogers, and Carter Cochran had a 3-yard reception on the 2-point conversion, and that was from Kirby. Recap the scoring. The Tigers opened things up in the first quarter with 33 seconds to go on an 8-yard run by Krippus. The kick was no good. That completed an 85-yard drive. At that point, the Tigers led 6-0. But then, like I said, Lawrenceville scored just shortly after that and was up 7-6. But then from then on, it was all Paris. 1:44 to go in the second. It was a 12-yard run by Krippus. A 2-point conversion, no good. We were up 12-7. Third quarter, 6:43 to go. It was a 6-yard run by Dawson Rogers. A 2-point conversion by Blair was good. That made it 20-7. Then in the third quarter with 41 seconds to go, it was a 10-yard run by Dawson Rogers again. The 2-point conversion this time was no good. We were up 26-7. Still in the third quarter with 17 seconds left. It was an 8-yard run by Krippus, the 2-point conversion. Kirby to Cochran, and it was good. So we were up 34-7. Fourth quarter, 4:22 to go. It was a 26-yard pass from Rogers to Vitale. The kick was no good. We were up 40-7. And then late in the fourth quarter with 1:12 left to go, it was a 20-yard run by Bartley. The 2-point conversion by Bartley was also good. And that's your final, 48-7 Tigers over the Lawrenceville Indians.
What a homecoming victory for the Tigers here. And you know, my heart still goes out to Charlie Ford. We'll ask Coach as he comes up if he has any preliminaries on what he thinks it might be. But again, I can't get over the sportsmanship shown by our own players. Lenny, we saw it. They went over and patted him on the back. I saw a couple guys go pray with him.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, just the camaraderie those guys have as a football team, as players. We do wish the best for Charlie. Hope it's not a significant injury, and getting back here on the field here as quick as he can and as safely as he can is a big thing. So
yeah, exactly, yeah. And I think he was wearing a brace on that knee to begin with,
right.
So hopefully it's maybe just tweaked it again and maybe it'll be okay. You never know, because he wasn't putting any weight on him. But then later in the game, I seen he was standing
I
on
saw
the
that.
sideline.
Yes, I saw that. So
I seen he was standing, and he had weight on it then.
Yep.
So
hopefully that's just going to be maybe a stinger, I guess we call it, for a while, and hopefully that's all it is. But again, what a game in the rushing side of things.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it's just one of those deals where it kept working, and we didn't need to deviate from the rushing game.
Didn't
with the
have
passes,
to tonight, no.
And it just happened and just worked. So
Dawson Rogers carrying the ball and Carter Krippus carrying the ball. They both similar styles. They both like to cut and slash and spin and move and make things happen. And then you bring Bartley in. He's just all kinds of power. And Garrett Rigdon is speed and power. So,
right.
You know, we got 4 there that could have done anything. So.
Yep. We got Coach Claude came up with us this evening to talk a little bit, and we're excited with Coach Claude. And unofficially, Coach, you know, homecoming win, you can't beat it. But the thing that stands out to Lee and I was unofficially his stats. We're at a plus 391 yards rushing tonight. Phenomenal.
Yeah, big night.
Phenomenal for our guys.
I thought the guys up front did a really, really good job. We made some adjustments along the way and made some even more adjustments at the half based off of what they were getting. But it was just we were physical, and we came off the ball, and we ran our feet, and we corrected some things from a week ago that we had to fix. So really, really proud of them. I thought the backs, the wings guys, they ran particularly really hard, but they've been doing that since week 1 in this offense. Those guys have embraced it, and we talk to them all the time about you can't go down on first contact. That's your rule, and they've kind of taken that to heart in a really, really good way. And give Eli Blair, how about that? Eli Blair, blast from the past, man.
That's right.
He was a guy too now.
Yeah, you bet.
But give Blair a lot of credit because he's the blocking back there, and he's got to kick out and he's got to lead through and do some things, and he doesn't get a bunch of carries. So you try to throw them a bone, and the workhorse back there that's constantly kicking out and having to fit that thing up and get us to the inside of it. So really, really, really proud of him. And I just thought offensively we did a really, really good job. And we went through a little bit of a situation that we've got to ride through and get cleaned up. And I'm really, really proud tonight of Drew Kirby. Went in the game,
yes,
handled himself with poise.
Yep.
He stayed composed, didn't freak out, told him we got him, and he didn't do anything to hurt us. He just, as a backup kid, went in, handled himself extremely well. I'm elated with the way that he approached it. And not that he probably wasn't nervous or scared a little bit, because I've been there as a sophomore quarterback, and you got to go in for, you think, a couple of plays, and he goes in for a couple of quarters. And I'm really proud of the job that he did out there.
You could just see the growth in him.
Yeah, as the game
more
went
he
on.
Got the snaps, you could just see him. He was dialed in and doing what he's supposed to do. So
got more comfortable.
Yep.
Defensively, I thought we were really good, with the exception of, like, across the board. We got to clean up some things. Too many penalty yards.
Second quarter penalties killed us.
I mean, we gave. I think their first score, we gave them half a field in penalties and put them down there.
55 yards, yeah.
And we got to do that, and they've got to be. Look, we don't want to block in the back, and we don't want to hold, and we don't want to obviously have administrative penalties like false starts and delay of games and those things. You're going to have some of those things in football at every single level, but the things we can't have, I said. You have the shoot yourself in the foot plays, but you can't have the shoot yourself in the head plays, and it can't be unsportsmanlike conduct, because that's discipline and that's class and that's doing things the right way. And we had a long conversation, and we'll resume that again at 9 o'clock in the morning. We're not going to beat a dead horse. We're going to celebrate our successes, but they got to understand how much they've got to learn from those things. And whether somebody else was being chippy or what have you, you got to walk away. They've been coached to do that for 10 years since we've been here, and I'm disheartened a little bit by that. In those type of penalties. So we're definitely going to approach that, and we have to get it cleaned up.
Well, again, Coach, the outcome last week just gave us all a bad taste in our mouth, and I know you as a coach, you were just down from the entire thing. What a turnaround. You got the guys ready tonight. It showed your dedication, your work, and your team that you have, that you gelled, and your coaching staff. So congratulations to you, too. I know a lot of work goes into you as well. Night in, night out, day in, day out. You'll be up early in the morning going over things, and from a community, we appreciate your efforts that you do put in for our program. So, and it shows. We
I appreciate that. It was a long week, and as I told him, it's going to be a bad taste in our mouth, and it might be a bad taste in our mouth for 364 days. But we can kind of rinse it out a little bit if we just get on track and take care of business, and then just do the things that we got to do in order to get us to where we want to be, and just continue to progress. And that game, we've put a lot in that game when we created a little bit of that rivalry. And I had to tell myself a little bit going into the week that not that we're anywhere near this, but sometimes Auburn beats Alabama, and it was hard.
Yeah.
But hopefully we learned and grew, and now we got to get ready for another one here as we get on the road and go down to Mount Carmel next week. 3
more on the season. It's looking good, Coach. We appreciate you coming up, and congratulations on a great homecoming win.
All right, happy homecoming. Paris, go Tigers.
Nice job, man.
Thank you.
And Coach Claude coming up and talk with us. We always appreciated his efforts that he gives forth. We're hopeful that this rolls into the rest of the season, and this positivity that we have will just kind of keep rolling. Coach does a great job getting the team ready and preparing, and then even going through all the drills throughout the week. He makes it happen. So, again, thanks a lot to Coach Claude for coming up here. Lane, did you hear anything on Charlie?
Yeah, they said they're going to go ahead and ice it, and they're going to do an MRI on Monday. So.
Okay. Well, fingers crossed for Charlie, and best of luck and wishes and prayers to him that this isn't a serious thing, and that he can bounce back and be back on the field next week. So
we sure hope.
All right, Lenny, I got some dust brushed off me a little bit. Good to be back in the saddle here again.
Yeah, good job. Thanks for filling in. I'm sure BJ appreciates it.
Maybe he's cocked up in the beach somewhere having a hot toddy or something down there in the ocean. Who knows?
I'm not sure what he's doing, but.
All right, for Lenny Irwin, I'm Jim Blue. Thanks again for Nathan Bell for taking care of things over on the technical side, and also for Caleb Brinkley for stepping in tonight. So you're listening to the Parasport Network. We'll see you next time. So long, folks.